Sick of y'all fake Jews, Amalek. We know who you are. We know who you are. We know who you are. Revelations 3 and 9. Behold, I will make them of the synagogue of Satan, which say they are Jews and are not, but do lie. Behold, I will make them to come and worship before thy feet, and to know that I have loved thee.
Right. We Israel and that's it. We don't need no cosigner. We authentic, y'all counterfeit like Dollar General panty lines. We wear afro and not no small hats. And I nut swing like them ball bats. Judas Maccabees with an ass jaw. Loud as trumpets when I sound off. Busting a spiritual sawed off. Break the book out, you get hauled off. Keep that pork, my nigga. We don't eat no hog mouth. Keep that pork, my nigga. We don't eat no hog mouth. Revelation 3 and 9. Heard about y'all synagogue. Heard about y'all reputation. All y'all do is steal and rob. All y'all do is mass murder. All y'all do is kill shit. Cat out of bag on your Amalek. You've been declared illegitimate. Judah Maccabee with an ass jaw. 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 Full tribe, baby. Order my kills a day. Full tribe. Israel in the house. Yeah. It's Judah Maccabee, baby. In the flesh. We bringing the heat. Yes, sir. Order my kills a day. Too low. We in the house.
House, baby. Yeah. Y'all better get it together. The time running out. You know what I'm saying? Hold on. But we ain't got long, Israel. Cause in the end, we win. But check this though. John chapter 4, verse 22. Ye worship, ye know not what. We know what we worship. For salvation is of the Jews.
Shalom, shalom, shalom to the 12 tribes of the house of Israel that scattered worldwide. We want to say shalom to all the brothers and sisters in the chat, to all of the brothers on the panel. We bid y'all a shalom. We got a great lesson for y'all tonight. Idolatry equals paganism. Idolatry equals paganism. My brother KG bringing the lesson tonight.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Shalom. Shalom, brethren. Shalom.
Shalom, shalom. I got my brother God's hand in the building.
Shalom,
Got my
bro.
brother Mikael on the ones and twos.
Don't do that, Hebrew. Don't do that.
I personally like the introduction, bro. I personally like that.
But all praises to the Most High,
He'll
man.
pick gaslight again. He gaslight.
we got a good lesson for you, brothers and sisters, tonight. Got our young brother bringing the lesson tonight. It's his first time. Hey, we got faith in that brother. He gonna do a great job because he do great preparation. He got his stuff together. So with that being said, Bro Mikael, uh, go ahead if you got anything, Hebrew.
Oh, bro, another Hebrew, famous words of our beloved brother Quartet. Get your pen, paper, and Bible. Go along with us. We got our beloved brother, like Brother Stephen said, KJ, the young gunner. Gonna do a great job. So,
Yes, sir.
yeah,
Yes,
yeah,
sir.
I'm excited.
Mike, you got an echo, Hebrew.
Is it still there?
Oh no, yeah, yeah, it's still there.
Uh, what about now?
Yeah, it's still there. I guess he gonna go out and come back in. But KG, what you got to say, Hebrew?
Oh, nothing much, man. Like I said, I'm just gonna bring forth the lesson, man. Y'all give me grace, pray for me, and we gonna bring it on out. But we ain't gonna
All
be
praise.
we gonna be before everybody too long. Just gonna touch on some vital points that a lot of people may overlook sometimes, and you do certain things so unconsciously that you really don't understand where it came from. You just do it because my mama did it, or my grandmama did it, or my great great granddaddy did it. It's stuff that's embedded in us that we need to understand where it came from and the reasons why we shouldn't be doing it. And that's pretty much like the title say on the lesson: idolatry equals paganism. We just need to understand where it all started and where it came from and the purpose of not doing it.
That's right. That's right. And we will be sharing videos along with the lesson. The brother got some good videos that's gonna be very edifying. Bringing out some good information. Listen, we are not a hate group. We don't hate anybody because of their religion, because of their race, or because of their gender. We don't wish hate or harm on anybody. If you know somebody that wishes harm or intends to commit some type of um, violence on any group, we advise you to contact the proper authorities and to let them know. We are men of the Most High God. We believe what the Most High believe. We teach what the scriptures teach. These are not our words. These are the words of the Most High God. The videos that we'll be using, we're not the authors of those videos. We're not saying that we agree with any or everything they say in the videos. We are sharing these videos for educational purposes only. We don't own the copyrights to these videos, but we will be using these videos and we will be using the videos based upon the fair use copyrights that is legal on YouTube. So with that being said, God's hand, you got anything, Hebrew?
No, that's well said as always, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm just here. I'm here to assist, brother, and that's it, man. Let's go. Let's go on and kick it off like a football game, man. I'm here.
All right.
All right, KG, it's on you.
Has brother Michael came back on yet?
No, I was looking.
He probably on the ones and twos, but if you got a foundation scripture or something you want to start out with, you can
Hey,
go ahead.
KG, before we started, are you Trench on TikTok?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Okay, all right. Go ahead.
You got that first video I sent. The first video I sent is probably in the group. It'll be what is paganism? But while brother Michael get the video that we about to show is going to basically tell you the origins of where paganism started, the reasons behind it, um, and how it got us in trouble with the Most High. Because as we all know, within the commandments, well, mainly the 10, when I say this, but we all know in the commandments that thou shalt not commit idolatry. which idolatry we all know is the worship of other gods or other customs. Let me see. Hold on, brother Mike. Yeah, I'm finna get it to you right now. So I see where you at. But to get my first scripture, we can go into Proverbs 3:31. If anybody would like to be my reader, or we can get it up on the screen while brother Michael get the video together. Proverbs 3:31.
All right, I got you, Hebrew.
Hey, young gunner, before you get started, is it that video with the chantings on there, or it said it got origins and New Year's resolution? New Year's resolution. Which one is that?
We can start out with that one. I just sent you. I just sent you one though. Let me see if you can click on it. Cause it was. I had it in the group. I probably should have sent it to you directly. I had it in the group though. If you can go back to the group and check it out. Let me see if I can get it to you one more time.
That right there.
See. Yep, the one with the link. Yep, the one with the link. For some reason, it ain't popping up. I don't know what's going on with it. I'll tell you what.
Don't get the script together, Hebrews. I'm finna get it together. It's tripping on my end. Just hold on.
We had Proverbs 3:31.
Yeah, AKG.
Mm-hmm.
Don't let them videos throw you off. If it don't work, just go to the next one and keep it moving, Hebrew.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. That's what we're gonna go on with it because that's just a little bump in the road. It's just gonna make it everything make sense. We can still make sense of it though.
Right. I got you. Proverbs chapter 3 and verse 31. Hey, do you mind if I read to 35?
Go ahead.
Okay. Proverbs chapter 3 and verse 31 reads, Envy thou not the oppressor, and choose none of his ways. For the
Mm-hmm.
forward is abomination to the Lord, but his secret is with the righteous.
Mm-hmm.
The curse of the Lord is in the house of the wicked, but he blesseth the habitation of the just. Surely he scorneth the scorners, but he giveth grace unto the lowly. The wise shall inherit glory, but shame shall be the promotion of fools.
Yes, sir. I'll praise it. I'll praise it. And to add on to that, when it says I'm gonna go back to 31 when it says, "Envy thou not thy oppressor, and choose none of his ways."
Mhm.
When we went into captivity, a lot of these ways was forced upon us, ways that the Most High was trying to keep us away from, and of course we didn't listen, and because of that, these things became a lot of our downfall. Not only did it become our downfall, we got embedded with it for so long that it became a routine thing that we still practice today. For instance, a lot of y'all are not nobody on the chat, but a lot of people in the world, they're finna go celebrate. They celebrated New Year's Eve today. Now when 12 o'clock hit, quote unquote, they're gonna go celebrate New Year's Day, I guess you could say.
Mhm.
That is pagan within itself, and it's pagan because it's not of our God. It's not of our holy days. It's not something that we're supposed to celebrate. But because of our captivities, because of everything that we have went through, far as slavery and having to be up under captivity from different places, from one place to another, um, it's some things that have been subjected to us, which sometimes you got to ask yourself, why do you celebrate what you celebrate? What is the real purpose behind it? what is the purpose in us doing this on this day? What significance does it have in my life? See, we so used to just going with the flow as a people that we don't ask these questions, and it's important that we start asking these questions to really understand whether we should be doing these things or not. Which, if you let me see, we can go to Jeremiah 10, verse 1 through 2.
You got it, E.
Let me know when y'all there. I'll read this one, Hebrews. Just let me know when y'all there.
Yeah, go ahead.
Hear ye the word which the Lord speaketh unto you, O house of Israel. Thus saith the Lord, lean not the way of the heathen, and be not dismayed at the signs of heaven, for the heathen are dismayed at them. The purpose of this verse is basically to let people understand that a lot of these pagan holidays that we worship, they're based on gods, stars, the sun, and any other thing that is not of God. And when you do your research and understand these things, it makes you once again question everything that you do far as a holiday in today's time. For instance, just an example to throw out there. Um, a lot of people celebrate birthdays, but them same amount of people can't tell you why they celebrate birthdays. And if they did tell you, their main answer would probably be, well, I've been doing it all my life, or my mama did it, or my grandmother did it. It's it's a history of following the leader of stuff that we would never should have been following the leader on. And we learn these things, like I said, in our captivities. Like, we learned birthdays from being in Egyptian captivity. They were the first people to celebrate these types of things as far as birthdays go. Let me see here.
Do you mind if I read a precept to that script you just brought out in
Bring it out.
all right. Um, the precept that I got for that, because in Jeremiah chapter 44 is where the beginning of the feminist movement started, bro.
Right.
Um, they were doing worship to the queen of God of heaven. That's where this started at, bro. Which is idolatry and paganism. Um, Jeremiah chapter 44 in verse 15. I'm gonna start at verse 15. It
Mm-hmm.
says, "Then all the men which knew that their wives had burned incense unto other gods, lowercase, and all the women that stood by, a great multitude. It was a bunch of them, bro. It said even
It said,
all
even
the
all the
people
people
that dwelt
that
in the
dwelt in
land of
the land of
Egypt."
Egypt.
All right, verse 15. It says, "Then all the people which knew that their wives had burned incense unto other gods, and all the women that stood by, a great multitude, even all the people that dwelt in the land of Egypt and Petros, answered Jeremiah, saying, As for the word that thou hast spoken unto us in the name of the Lord, we will not hearken unto thee, but we will certainly do whatever thing goeth forth out of our own mouth." You see what I'm saying, Hebrew?
Mm-hmm.
Like, they said we not gonna do what the Lord say do, but we gonna do what we feel like doing.
Right.
It said to burn incense unto the queen of heaven, and to pour out drink offerings unto her, as we have done, and our princes. It says, as we have done, we and our fathers, our kings, and our princes, in the cities of Judah and in the streets of Jerusalem. For then had we plenty of victuals, and were well and saw no evil. So this the thing about it, Hebrew. Um, God's hand said something about it the other night. He said sometimes people, because they not punished instantly,
Right.
because they don't have instant judgment, they feel like they getting away with it. And sometimes when people doing this idolatry, because guess what? Tomorrow, all of the people that we know in our family gonna be cooking peas.
Right.
Somebody got a lot of background noise going. All of the people in our family gonna be cooking peas tomorrow, Hebrew.
Right.
But guess why they cooking peas? Just like you just said, their granddaddy did it, their grandmama did it, their great grandmama did it, their mama did it. They
Mm-hmm.
cooking peas because they think these peas bring them good luck, but they catch hell all year.
Exactly. Don't don't nothing don't nothing actually start over for you, which would bring me to my next point. Like the whole purpose of New Year's and what's they call it? They every New Year everybody come up with a New Year resolution. Well, I'm gonna do this because I'm gonna quit doing this next year because I did it so much this year. Or I'm gonna change this for this year. I'm not gonna do this year. But the whole time when you say that, that's even that slogan within itself, that is based off pagan origins, which is I got a
New
video
Year's
to that too.
resolution.
New Year's resolution. I got a video to that as well. We'll get into videos later, but all these things like Easter is pagan. 4th of July. I already said your birthdays. We already know Christmas is. Thanksgiving. St. Patrick's Day. The first day of January is dedicated to the god called the well lowercase god, but his name is Janus. He's supposed to be, I believe, the god of new beginnings. He has two faces on his face. One looking towards the future and the one looking towards the past. But these are all Greek. These are things that we learned in our Greek captivity and so on. And
Mm-hmm.
people don't realize it because, like you said, it's been passed down for generation, for generation, and for generation, and for generation. After a while, you forget where you even got it from.
Hey, you don't even know why you doing it. You just doing it.
Exactly. Think of brother Michael still in here. Okay, there you go.
And I'm gonna tell you another one that they use, KG,
Mm-hmm.
going to the gym.
Yep.
Everybody start the year out going to the gym.
Mm-hmm.
They got a New Year resolution. They gonna lose weight and start the year out eating pork.
Right. Which I mean, it's so many scriptures we could cover just on eating pork alone. It's we gonna say that for later. But like, uh, give me 1 John 3 and 4. 1 John 3 and 4. Let me go to it.
All right. Now let somebody else got it. I get it. First John chapter 3 and verse 4.
My bad. I meant 1 Timothy 4 and 1. My bad. First Timothy
Okay.
4 and 1.
All right. Let me
You
know when
said
you're ready,
4 and 1.
Hebrew. Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
Now the Spirit speaketh expressly that in the latter times some shall depart from the faith, giving heed to seducing spirits and doctrines of the devils.
Appreciate you, brother, on that one. And that's exactly what people be doing. And they don't be realizing that they be doing it. Like these things that we are accustomed to are not our customs. Our customs are the holy days. Our customs are things that God has given us. And like you could even go back to Deuteronomy. And Deuteronomy, he tells you he separated us from the other nations because he did not want us taken from their other customs. He even had us annihilating other nations because of their customs. Now, in some cases, we did what we were supposed to do. In other cases, we let people make it, and we shouldn't have. You know what I'm saying? It caused us to go into slavery. It caused us to be. It's caused what is going on today. Now, that's where it started at, but it shouldn't have started to begin with. Is my point. And like, I'm gonna go to I'm gonna go to First John. I'm gonna go to First John 3 and 4. You know, this is how the Most High feels about us doing contrary to His word. Let's see. First John 3 and 4 says, you know, whosoever committeth sin transgresseth also the law. For
Mm-hmm.
sin is the transgression of the law.
Mm-hmm.
And in our laws, it states that thou shalt not commit idolatry, which, you know what I'm saying, it's so many other ways that you could chop that up. It's so many ways that you could go about that. And it still points you back into the same direction because it's no excuse that you can come up with that'll make it right. And that's another problem with our people today, that, you know, they feel like they if they give some type of validation for what they're doing, that God automatically excuses them, but He doesn't. And that's something like we gotta steer away from as well.
Hey, young gun, I got your video on paganism, on what is paganism. I had to upload them manually. That's what's taking me so long.
Now you good.
TikTok froze on the main website. Some on my computer. It's on my end. Here go the video in Hebrew.
Paganism is a
All right, play it. But the question is in this video is, what is paganism? Let's see what this video got to say about it.
paganism. Paganism is a broad term that encompasses various spiritual and religious traditions rooted in the worship of nature and polytheism. It dates back to ancient times, long before the advent of the major monotheistic religions, and includes diverse practices and beliefs. Historically, paganism is associated with the pre-Christian religions of Europe. Ancient Greeks, Romans, Celts, and Norse people, among others, practiced forms of paganism. These religions involved the worship of multiple deities, each associated with different aspects of life and nature, such as the sky, earth, water, and fertility. Examples of pagan practices include celebrating seasonal festivals like the solstices and equinoxes, performing rituals to honor deities, and using divination tools like tarot cards and runes. Modern pagans, often referred to as neo-pagans, continue these traditions. Wicca, a contemporary form of paganism founded in the mid-20th century by Gerald Gardner, is one of the most well-known neo-pagan paths. Today, paganism is experiencing a revival, with individuals and communities worldwide embracing its practices.
All right, and that basically gives you a rundown of everything that we just covered here in the first few minutes of how it is a custom thing that is not of us. Not one time in that whole video did you see anything directing it towards the Most High. It's always something that has to deal with nature or, for like the video said, fertility, the earth, the sea, the sky, just things that we were not taught to do. You know what scripture it reminds me of? The scripture where they said they would worship stone and they would
Wood
worship
and stone.
wood and stone. It goes back to that as well. That within itself is idolatry. Which
Well, when you go to Deuteronomy chapter 32, Hebrew, he
mhm,
said it right there. He said it in Deuteronomy uh Deuteronomy chapter 32. He said we was gonna go and serve these strange gods of wood and stone. This is what he was telling Moses. Let me get it on the screen for the brothers and sisters. This is what he was telling Moses what's going to be the future of our people in these captivities. That they would be in these strange lands, in captivity, serving strange gods.
right.
You know what I'm saying? So, like I say, this ain't nothing new. This been going on in and out of every captivity. When Brother Stephen brought out that Jeremiah 44, where the daughters of Zion was serving the Queen Mother of Heaven. That goes
Mm-hmm.
back to Istra, the Queen Mother Esther too. That God. All of these gods are just changed names down through the ages. It's the same practices, but they change the names down through the ages. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get exactly what you're saying. Can you can you bring up the video of the New Year's resolution for me now?
Yeah, Hebrew. On that one, Hebrew, you didn't see that in the regular text, right?
Nah, that's in your inbox on
Yeah, text it to me. Text it to me. Text me that link, cause that's the only one I couldn't get.
okay.
Cause TikTok, for some reason, is not letting me do what I did yesterday.
I'm gonna
I
read a
need
precept while you do that, bro.
all right.
All right.
I'm gonna bring out Proverbs 24:1, and it says, "Be not thou envious against evil men, neither desire to be with them, for their hearts studieth destruction, and their lips talk of mischief." Not only are we uh surrounded by the evils of these heathens, not only are we in these lands of captivity and these lands of these strangers, but we envy what they have and what they do, and that's what's so dangerous about it. That's how you know how misinformed and how contaminated we are, bro. We actually envy. We got to keep in mind that the world is handed to the wicked. And so, you know what I'm saying? There's gonna be times where you feel like you're doing everything you're supposed to do. You following all the laws that you can follow. You know what I'm saying? And you walking on the right path. And yet, and still, it seems like here you have these Joes on the side that are complete heathens, and they tend to get more rewards than what you got. But you got to realize, like, we're in the land of the wicked, bro. This is their land. So we even envy evil, and that's a crazy thing to think about, bro. You envy evil.
Yeah,
Hey,
definitely.
well
Yes.
said. Well said. This is that Deuteronomy chapter 32 and verse 16. This is the Most High telling Moses what's gonna happen to the generations of his people throughout the ages. He said, "They provoke him to jealousy with strange gods, with abominations provoke they him to anger. They sacrifice to devils, not to God." That's capital case, right? Y'all see it capitalized, right? But to
Right.
Mm-hmm.
God's lowercase, whom they
Mm-hmm.
knew not. To new
Mm-hmm.
gods that newly came up, even new traditions of pagan worship that came up, whom your fathers fear not. Listen to this. This rock is capitalized, right? Of the rock, talking about Christ, that begot thee, thou art unmindful and hast forgotten God that formed thee. How is they unmindful of the rock that begot thee, the only
Mm-hmm.
begotten son? How is you mad? Because you take his name and step into these traditions of men or these
You got
pagan
you,
practices.
you can't get that Elohim and that Theos confused, bro.
Right.
That's right, Hebrew.
Yeah, that's a
Talk
big
to him.
difference. That's a big difference right there, man.
I mean,
Verse
this
19.
actually. Go ahead.
And when the Lord saw it, it abhorred them. I'm sorry. And when the Lord saw it, he abhorred them, meaning he hated Israel for this.
Mm-hmm.
Because of the provoking of his sons and his daughters. Talking about the provoking of the sons and daughters of the future generations that's going to be affected by what our forefathers did to provoke him to anger. Verse
Mm-hmm.
20. And he said, I will hide my face from them. I will see what their end shall be. For they are a what? Very forward generation, children in whom is no faith. This is the first time faith was mentioned in the Old Testament. It's in Deuteronomy chapter 32, and faith is also mentioned the second time in Habakkuk chapter 2. All right, verse 21. They have moved me to jealousy, that which is not God. capitalized, talking about the Most High Elohim. They have provoked me to anger with their vanities, and I will move them to jealousy with those which are not a people. I will provoke them to anger with a what? Foolish nation. So I'm gonna stop right there because I don't want to take a brother lesson. So you see,
Mm-hmm.
brothers and sisters, we provoke the Most High to jealousy, to anger when we go and do these birthdays, these pagan days, and so on and so on. KG, I'm gonna load up your video, Hebrew.
Hey,
Are you?
hey,
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 go ahead,
let me
brother.
get a precept. Let me get a precept real quick if you don't mind, Hebrew.
The spirit is flowing, guys. The spirit is
Uh
flowing. Come on with it.
I got two precepts. I got Second Maccabees chapter 4 and verse 15. It says, not setting by the honors of their fathers. See, we not walking like our fathers walked before they went into idolatry. It says, but liking the glory of the Grecians best of all.
Mm-hmm.
So this go back to what we saying about the lesson, which what the lesson is about. We taking on the customs of the other nations.
Mm-hmm.
Under the Greek captivity, we picked up all of these different pagan worships, all of these different ways of idolatry. And then Proverbs 3 and 31 says, envy thou not the oppressor, and choose not his ways. See, just piggybacking off of what he said a while ago, we'll sit back and watch the wicked prosper. We'll sit back and watch our oppressor, how they prosper, because they own everything. They got everything, but they got it by doing wickedness. They got it by worshiping the God of this world, who is Satan the devil. So we can't we can't allow ourselves to be envious of our oppressors
That's right.
because they was given dominion here. This this, this is they heaven.
Mm-hmm.
This all they got. They ain't got nothing else coming.
And they know that.
And it say choose not his ways.
Mhm.
We ain't got no business cooking peas on New Year's Day thinking that's gonna bring us some type of good fortune. What's gonna bring you good fortune is keeping God's law, statutes, and commandments.
Exactly.
That's what's gonna bring you good fortune. But I
Uh,
yield, Hebrew. Go ahead.
Hold on, Hebrew. You said that's what's gonna bring you good fortune. Ain't that Joshua 1:8? Keep God
That
commandments so that you have good success.
that's right. That's
Mm-hmm.
right.
That's right. That's right, Hebrew. Go ahead.
Boy, these Hebrews dropping some good scriptures in that chat, boy.
Mm-hmm.
Go
Too.
ahead.
See, and like people don't understand. I'm a piggyback off you. People don't understand it, but like Isaiah 59 and 2, they be thinking when the stuff that they be trying to do don't work, when it don't bring them the fortune that they think it's supposed to bring them. This what be going on right here. Isaiah 59 and 2. But
Read
your
read
iniquity.
1 through 3. Read 1 through 3, Hebrew.
1 through 3, I'm gonna start at 1. Behold, the Lord's hand is not shortened, that it cannot save, neither his ear heavy, that it cannot hear. 2. But your iniquities have separated between you and your God, and your sins have hid his face from you, that he will not hear. For your hands are defiled with blood, and your fingers with iniquity. Your lips have spoken lies, your tongue hath muttered perverseness. You know what? I'm gonna go and read for you, brother. Uh, Isaiah 59 verse 4, chapter 59 verse 4. None calleth for justice, nor any pleadeth for truth. They trust in vanity and speak lies. They conceive mischief and bring forth iniquity. I mean that right there just lets you know that like you putting all your bastards in the eggs for the wrong thing. You not and to be honest, this is what kind of irks me with people outside the truth. You know, everybody be so quick to say, "Oh, I love God. I believe in God. God know my heart." God do this, God do that. But the whole time, you not doing anything for him to even validate what you saying. Because if you was, you wouldn't be doing that. You wouldn't be celebrating none of these pagan holidays. You'd be staying far away from it as you could. And it's like,
Hey,
go
hey,
ahead, brother.
Hebrew. The question you ask is, this the question right here. What is love?
Love is following them commandments, brother.
Hey,
What he
let's
say?
That's
bring it
love.
out. Let's
If
bring
you
it out.
love me.
Go
Yeah.
to Romans 13 and 9. Romans chapter 13 and verse 9 reads, For this thou shalt not commit adultery. Thou shalt not kill. Thou shalt not steal. Thou shalt not bear false witness. Thou shalt not covet. And if there be any other commandments, it is briefly comprehended in this saying, namely, thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself. John, 2 John 1 and 6. And
Mhm.
this is love, that we walk after his commandments. This is the commandment, that as ye have heard from the beginning, ye shall walk in it. That's what love is. So it's all good for you to say, the Lord know my heart. Or I got my own relationship with the Lord. Or I love God. How?
How? That's right. How? John, hey, let me catch in on that. John 14 and 15. If ye love me, keep my commandments.
Bam. Bam.
And it's in the New Testament. For all the Old Testament has been done away with, people.
That's right. That's right. And
Man,
and
go
and
ahead.
and while we wait on Mike Hebrew,
I'm ready.
all right, go ahead and bring the brother video out. Go ahead.
Go ahead. All right, go. Okay, all right. You through with your statement, Hebrew?
I'm gonna hold off. I'm gonna let him go on and get his video in. Go ahead.
I
All
was
right.
today
Here you
years
go.
old when I found out.
What if I told you that when they would celebrate the New Year's, they would pay homage to Janus, and they would even give a promise to this false god of what they plan to do to serve him? Where do you think the New Year's resolution comes from? My question is, did you make a New Year's resolution? Because if you did, you were actually offering up a very ancient tradition to Janus, to make a promise unknowingly to this principality. And do you know what the word libation means? It's a drink that is offered up to a deity. Do you know one of the main things they would do at the beginning of the new year? They would offer drinks to Janus. Wine. They would offer up wine to Janus. Why do you think so many people drink alcohol and pop bottles for the new year? You see? But this is where it really gets deep, because Janus is called the door, the beginning and end, when it comes to Mystery Babylon. Because we know who the real door is. We know who the real beginning and end is. However, this mystery, there's a mystery here that we're going to expose. Janus is also called the in-between, because he's a middle ground, he's a middle space between beginning and end. And when they would celebrate the new year, they believed they would literally enter in and through Janus into the new year, hence being baptized into Janus. You remember those shows like Stranger Things and others like it, where they would talk about a place called the in-between. It was in between two dimensions, and they could go there. But notice there were demons in this place called the in-between.
Man, that video hit like steel, bro.
That was tough.
That was so open. That was tough. Go ahead, brothers.
That was tough.
Man, it's like that's why you gotta bring this stuff out, man. People, like I said before, people don't be understanding what you even walking into. Then you be wondering why you got depression on you and want to steal and just any demonic presence on you, and you don't even be realizing where it came from.
Check this, Hebrews. Check this. Don't we offer up drink offerings up to the Most High? Everything these people do, what we was doing biblically to serve the Most High on His high holy days, His feasts, we will offer up what? Drink offerings. And now they done took our customs, flipped it, and did it on the left-hand side to serve what? Their pagan gods and their fallen deities. I yield right there, Hebrews.
Does somebody add in for me?
Let me read something that's on Google right here. It says during Christmas, slave owners often gave their enslaved workers gifts such as shoes and clothing. Some slaves found solace in the religious significance of their master's holiday, hoping for deliverance and spiritual freedom. Do you see how that right there would just completely have you misconstrued, bro?
Mm-hmm.
But again, it said their master's holiday. It started to make the slaves find some sort of relief during a pagan holiday, which this is your master. This is someone who owns you. But something so small as a pair of shoes or a piece of clothing, it planted a seed. And here you are now, since you've got this gift, now you're wishing for deliverance or spiritual freedom on this same pagan holiday.
It caused them to look forward to it the next year.
It caused them to look forward to it, bro.
Yep.
So this is easily passed down to us.
Hey, but a Christian would say they would use this script out of context. Now, this is what you call out of context, Brother Stephen.
Come on.
This is what they'll use out of context. This scripture right here.
A presupposition.
Let no man therefore judge you in meat or in drink or in respect of a holy day or of the new moon or other Sabbath days. See, they'll say, you can't judge me because I eat pork. Don't judge me in meat. Don't judge me in drink because we pouring up libations or pouring up drink offerings for New Year's.
Man,
but that ain't what they're talking about.
I done had that same scripture brought out to me during a debate against one of them barbershop preachers. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Whole time though, that scripture is basically talking about let no man judge you for keeping God's commandments, keeping His holy days, keeping what He perfected correctly. It has nothing to do with anything pagan at all.
Man, come on, bro, bring it out.
It's crazy, man.
But we making these things clear for our brothers and sisters in black and white. Now, I can get up and get y'all scripts on the screen. Y'all apologize, brethren, forgive me. TikTok is freezing up on my end. It ain't nothing I'm doing wrong. It's what's taking me so long to upload these videos.
Okay, we in the spirit. It's working how I need to work. Don't even worry about it. We gonna bring it out either way. Make me want to go to Proverbs 28:9.
All right, Hebrew, let me get it on the screen for him.
All right. See, this how God feel about when you sit here dibbling and dabbling in what you think is a good time, and then you go to pray to Him.
Hebrew. That's one of my favorite scriptures right here. One of my
Hey, that's my
favorite
sword.
scriptures.
This is my sword right here, bro. Who bring it out? Do I need to read it?
Man, read it.
Read
Go
it,
All
Hebrew.
ahead.
right, here we
Read it.
go. Hey,
Read.
he that turneth away his ear from hearing the law, even his prayers shall become an abomination. You
Then you wonder why God don't hear you. You
don't
want
want your prayers to be an abomination. I know that for sure.
man,
Do you want
give
your
me
prayer to be an abomination? Read that again E, for the Christians in the back.
He that turneth away his ear from hearing the law, even his prayers shall be an abomination.
and then look, you know what? I'm gonna add to that. I'm gonna go up to 5 because a lot of people feel like, oh, you can't judge me for what I do. You know, going back to the meat and the drink.
Mm-hmm.
Proverbs 28:5. Evil men understand not judgment, but they that seek the Lord understand all things. So when somebody's sitting here trying to tell you something,
Hebrew.
go ahead.
You gotta start it 4, then read 5 Hebrew. Go ahead.
Yes, go ahead.
Go
All right,
ahead, Hebrew.
I'm gonna bring
Hit
it
them
back.
where it hurt.
I'm gonna bring it back. All right. Proverbs 28,
Uh,
4 through 5. They that forsake the law praise the wicked, but such as
mm,
keep the law contend with them. 5. Evil men understand not judgment, but they that seek the Lord understand all things.
I'm gonna tell you what them Christians like to bring out right there. It comes straight out of the book of Tupac, and they say only God can judge me, and they think that's really biblical.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-uh, That can't be found in the scripture. That can't be
we
found in
see,
the scripture. You know how many times I done heard that?
man, I hear it all the time, Hebrew. Talk to him, E. Talk to him.
Can't be found in the scripture. See, a righteous man can judge righteously as long as he know that same judgment gonna be placed on him.
That's right.
So that's the exact opposite of only God can judge me. He actually giving us the green light to judge our brothers and sisters. What do you think rebuking is?
Mm-hmm.
That's my job. My job is to rebuke you.
How
You
else
know,
would I?
I told y'all what my boss told me at work. He told me
Mm-hmm.
you can't be condemning your coworkers to to hell during work hours. Because if I see you and you wrong, I'm telling you. I'm telling you, bro, because that ain't finna be put on me. I ain't working this hard for your iniquities to be placed on me. Because that blood on my hands.
Hey, Hebrew, Young Gunner, KG, read
Mm-hmm.
that Proverbs 28:9 again.
Proverbs 28:9.
Mm-hmm.
He that turneth away his ear from hearing the law, even his prayer shall be an abomination.
So when you see these people on Facebook, pray for me, brother. Pray for our family. But we know you. We see. We know you ain't keeping God commandments because we can see what you posted on Facebook.
Mm, mm,
Pray for
mm,
me.
mm.
Pray. But guess what? Listen to what the Most High say in Jeremiah 7:16. Therefore, those that don't keep God's commandments, pray not for this people, neither lift up a cry nor a prayer for them, neither make intercession to me, for I will not hear thee. He won't even hear our prayer, even though we living right, trying to pray for you.
Cause we
We.
ain't seeing. He just that's a commandment right there.
Mm-hmm.
That's say it again,
You gotta
Hebrew. That's a
understand.
what?
That's a commandment. That's a commandment right there, bro. He told us don't pray for them. He didn't ask you if you wanted to. He commanded you don't pray for them.
Wait
That's
a
a
minute. Wait
direct
a minute.
command.
Wait a minute. So we can't pray for Esau?
Hey, you don't say much, and when you say something, it cut deep, brother. It cut deep.
All praises, all praises. Boy, this is a good lesson here.
I'm a. I got one more video, then I'm gonna touch on a whole nother side of it, you know. But like if you can see that video where the hands showing up a Bible,
A hand showing up a Bible.
yeah, it say Sunday the first day, 13 months. That's what it's gonna say. I can send it to
They
you.
got
Well, it's you
they
got it.
got Constantine on there.
It should be above that one. But to be honest, you can get both of them. You can get both of them.
Well, send me the one you just talking about, and I'll play this one that I already got downloaded. Will that work
Okay.
for you?
Yeah, that's
Send
perfect.
it to me again, Hebrew. Hey, TikTok tripping.
I got you.
Did you
We
know
know who
that
that is.
Constantine the Great, the first Roman emperor to convert to Christianity, remained a committed sun worshipper throughout his life? Even though Constantine recognized Christianity through the Edict of Milan in 313 CE, which granted religious tolerance to Christians and ended their persecution, he continually worshipped the sun. In 321 CE, Constantine made a significant change that would impact Christian practice for centuries. He officially declared Sunday, from the Latin dies solis, meaning day of the sun, as the day of rest. This decree forever shifted the traditional Sabbath worship from Saturday to Sunday for most of Christianity. However, this change directly transgresses God's law as outlined in the Bible. The fourth commandment clearly states to remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy, Exodus 28, specifying the seventh day, Saturday, as the Sabbath. By moving the day of worship to Sunday, Constantine's decree led many Christians away from the original observance commanded by God.
What y'all think about that?
Man, look, this
Uh,
go ahead.
can I can I can I share this real quick?
Expound on it.
Let's go to Genesis chapter 10. Was you gonna bring this out, KG?
What was the scripture again, brother? Say it one more
The
time.
Nimrod?
Yeah, we can speak on it. We can speak
Okay.
on it.
Okay. I didn't know if you had it. I don't want to bring it out if you got it in your notes.
No, I don't. Don't
Okay.
speak on
Okay.
it.
Go to Genesis chapter 10 and verse 8. Because this is the in some books, the sun god worship deity was Nimrod. And after the death of Nimrod, which was a son of Ham and the brother to Canaan, it was said that after his death that he came back as the son. And they believe that. There's many stories of Nimrod because the Bible calls him a great hunter.
Yep,
I'm
that's
gonna
right.
read this. It says, "And Cush begot Nimrod. He began to be a mighty one in the earth. He was a mighty hunter before the Lord. Therefore it is said, even as Nimrod the mighty hunter before the Lord. And the beginning of his kingdom was Babel and Erech and Akkad and Calneh in the land of Shinar." So this was a king of the Assyrians. He was an Assyrian king. And he came from the line of Ham and Cush, which is a Hamite people. His grandfather's name was Anak. And he's described in the scriptures as a giant. So this is why he was referred to as a mighty man. This was a giant man. He was a mighty hunter. And there's books out there that me and Brother Mikael are familiar with that talks about Esau was the one that killed Nimrod. And it's believed, now this is not scripture now. I'm just talking on some books that we've read before.
Mm-hmm.
Nimrod had a cloak that gave him powers to be in rulership over these people and to be able to conquer. He was also the founder of Nineveh, which took our people into captivity. It was in the land of the Assyrians. The
Mm-hmm.
the Nineveh captivity, that was the Assyrian captivity. So Nimrod was believed to possess a cloak that Esau murdered him to get his hands on it. And it's believed that they still have this cloak in the Vatican today. But I digress. That's not scripture. But you can find the sources that'll back that up. But it's folklore. But I said that to say that Nimrod was looked at as a god during that time. He is also the one that's responsible for building the Tower of Babel. He's responsible for building the Tower of Babel. Now, there's two stories that go with this Tower of Babel. You have the story that he was trying to build a tower to make it up to the heavens.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And there's also a story that says he built this tower just in case God flooded the earth again. He said, I'm going to build a tower that I can live in, and if God floods the earth again, the waters can't reach me. He thought he was going to live forever. And the people believed that he would live forever. That's why when he died, they thought he was in the Christmas tree.
Mm-hmm.
And if you didn't put gifts down for him, he was going to come back and he was going to kill you. And they also believe that he's the sun god, which is why the Romans that we were just looking at changed the day of the Sabbath day from Shabbat to Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
Because they were also sun god worshipers. Because who? They worship Nimrod.
All right.
You know how
But
many Christians don't know that the original day of Shabbat everybody was worshiping on Saturday?
Yeah.
Like it's a lot of uninformed Christians that think it's been Sunday since the beginning of time. They don't realize, and if they knew that, I mean, wouldn't it draw some question marks over your head? Wouldn't it make you wonder why?
for some it would eat, but for others it won't make them no difference. Because I know people in my family that I have personally told
Mm-hmm.
and showed it to them in the scriptures.
But you know, another thing about that, when it's especially when people in your family, coming from you, that don't have much weight
That's
because they
right.
know what you used to be.
I
And
remember I remember when you used to.
mm-hmm,
Right.
so they
Right.
refuse. They refuse to let you be what you are just because of what you used to be. Not to mention the convenience that is for them to continue to live like they living. And
That's right.
what I found so funny about that, those two stories that you was talking about, the reasoning behind the Tower of Babel being built, these people actually thought they could outsmart the Most High.
They did, bro, and they
Mm-hmm.
still do. Why you think they putting these satellites up in the space? Why you think they building these space shuttles and all of these
They've
things?
been trying to crack the firmament since before we knew that the firmament existed, bro.
Mm-hmm.
That's right. I seen a video where Elon Musk just shot a missile to try to bust the firmament, and it sounded like a cartoon when it hit and bounced off. Boing, yoing,
It
yoing.
went boom,
That's what it sounded
it went
like.
dong,
The
dong. That's how it sounded like.
one of the funniest things to me in the scripture was the fact that Cain thought he could hide Abel's body from the Most High.
Man, what he say about that
And,
blood, bro?
and Adam thought he was gonna be able to hide amongst the nation.
Bro,
Matter of fact,
how
I
you
take that back. Among the
amongst the
trees.
trees? I'm with you. I'm with you, bro. I'm with you. Yeah.
My bad.
But that just goes to show, man. That goes to show not only the ignorance of these other nations, but the arrogance, bro. The arrogance. But
That's some arrogance for your tail right there, boy.
you know what the Most High said? They gonna build,
But he gonna tear it down.
but he gonna throw it down, bro.
Add
Excuse me.
on, hey, Michael, you got that you get that video I sent. Well, it ain't even a video. It's like a slideshow on this one. Oh, there you go. Yep. There you go, right there. All right. Slide over. Slide over for me if you can. Okay. That's good right there. All right. For
All right.
everybody that's
Hold on,
watching.
Hebrew. Hold on, Hebrew.
Okay. Go ahead.
Okay, now I got it set up. All right, go
Okay.
ahead, Hebrew.
Now for everybody that's looking at this, I know it's kind of small for us to see, but I want y'all to
Hold on,
understand that.
Hebrew. Let me blow it up. Let me blow it. Let me see.
Go
Can I blow it up? I want to
go
let you
Okay,
ahead.
get started.
IT.
Hey, Willie rubbing off on you, Hebrew.
My bad. I see you working. I'm trying. I'm giving you the praise. All praise goes to the Most High. That's what I'm just saying.
All right, young gunner. You know I'm messing with you. E. Go ahead, Hebrew. Go ahead, young gunner.
Okay. Now this book for everybody that's watching. This is a book, a Bible from 1775. This Bible has what we're looking at right now is called a table of time. And if y'all can look, try and look as close as you can. I know it may not be too big, but look as close as y'all can. At the top column, those are all the months in Hebrew and in English. Notice that the first month says Abib, and if you look to the side, that says, I think it says April or March. Look like March. Yeah, it says March.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So if the first month, just based off this Bible alone, if the first month is in uh if the first month of the new year is in March, why are
Right.
we celebrating New Year's now?
Mm-hmm.
Not only that, if you look to the right of the screen, follow the numbers. You see Nisan, Abib, 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's go all the way to the right. It's
Mm-hmm.
13 months in a year.
Mm.
Oh, sure will.
Mm.
So
Which would make more sense because that would give every month an equal amount of days.
exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. Every
So
day.
every month that this heathen have with the 5 weeks in it, that's
Mm-hmm.
the extra month.
Mm-hmm. That's how to
Mhm.
get rid of. That's how to get rid of that extra month.
See,
Yeah.
let's just say, for instance, December has 31 days in it. If we was going off our original calendar, every day, well, every month would have approximately 28
28 days.
days, which would give you the 13th month, which would also give you another ending point far as when the year started and when it ended.
And it
Mm.
would eliminate leap year.
Exactly.
Mm.
Exactly.
Oh,
At the same time
preach.
that you said that, we got that comment on there. They the exact same time. Y'all, hey, y'all,
I
y'all in
saw
the
that.
spirit.
I saw
Y'all in the
Sister
spirit.
Helen. Hey,
Man,
Sister
that's
Helen.
hey,
Hey, Sister Helen over there. Hey, she over there across that water getting it in, ain't she? What?
man, I don't know what her time frame is, but she on point.
She over there in the
She from
UK.
the great UK.
Well,
Well,
the time is on point.
That's
I
right. Hey,
appreciate.
the
Hey,
spirit bear witness, don't it?
I was just gonna say I
Man, every
appreciate
time.
y'all being in the spirit with me. Now let's keep going. Now, now one of the
What's
one
that?
of the biggest. mm,
All right, go ahead.
okay, now let's go on down to the second column. Now, if you can look and see, this column says days of the week. First day of the week is Sunday. And keep in mind, y'all, this is in a Bible from 1775.
Mm.
Now, I got two questions for y'all in the chat. Do we have a Bible in this day and time that gives you this information? No. For two, my second question is why? Why? See, if you're not asking yourself these questions, you what we call you trapped in the matrix. You gotta ask why to these certain things, especially when it's a debatable topic. Somebody has to be wrong and somebody has to be right.
Got to be.
But as y'all can see, this and we finna go on to my next point of the lesson after this, but as you can see, the first day of the week is Sunday, and the last day of the week, which is the Sabbath, is
Mm.
Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
So here
You know,
goes factual proof that Saturday is the Sabbath. It's Shabbat. You know, y'all tell me how y'all feel about this.
I mean, it answers a lot of questions for me, which you know what I'm saying. My Bible don't ever let me down, no way. So I knew what the seventh day was. You know what I'm saying. By reading it and by feeling it, I knew this. So you
All
know,
praise.
this right here though, this gives me something to go and expound on myself, something to go and research. And again, you know, that's what we encourage everybody to do. This is not
Exactly.
just for entertainment. This is not just for, you know what I'm saying? Of course it's to edify, but it's also to make you think and make you want to know more. So go always fact check anything that we put up. Fact check this and go and check it out. Cause I know that's what I
You
do.
know what?
After the lesson, I take notes and go and research. Go ahead, bro.
You know what? You know I was having difficulty getting these videos up, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know they wouldn't let me download this video.
Message.
Why?
So that lets you know this Bible, whatever this Bible, this come out of, this is some real stuff. They would not let me download this.
Mm.
I would just had to share that with y'all, Hebrews.
I mean,
That's
we
crazy.
know. I know what spirit that is that's trying to prevent you from doing that.
Mm-hmm.
He
Hey,
the
you know,
same spirit that he had to hold up. He had to hold up and didn't want to let him wake up earlier.
hey, and he the king of the airways. He the prince of the air.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Mm-hmm.
right.
He the prince of the air. Hey, he over them airways. But guess what? When the Most High say it's gonna be so, it's gonna be so now.
And ain't nothing you can
Cause
do
he didn't
about it.
even want this lesson to go forward at all.
Mm-mm.
Mm-mm.
A bunch of hurdles, but we got good legs over here though. But it was a
That's
bunch of
right.
hurdles. Mm-hmm.
Call me Carl Lewis.
All
Huh?
right now.
Okay. Okay.
So I
Hey,
want to
I
play
had to go
KG.
way back to Carl, boy. I had to go back to Carl Lewis, boy.
Over their head. Over their head.
So hey, young Gunner. So what I did was I downloaded the photos. And what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna post these photos on the live and let the people see this Bible without the graffiti on it from TikTok.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha.
Mm-hmm.
So we need
Mm-hmm.
we need to run this again, Hebrew.
No doubt. No doubt.
So
We hey,
talk to him right quick. Let me get this first image loaded up.
all right ahead. Everything is in the archives. We keep it on standby. On standby. But the next part I actually want to go into though is like understanding why the importance of staying true to the most high. Nobody said it would be easy, but the outcome that you will get is a million. I mean, it's insurmountable the outcome that you will get by staying true to the most high. And I say that to say this, I'm going in this direction because you know everybody finds some kind of excuse, and I've said it earlier in the lesson, but everybody finds some kind of excuse to disagree. They find an excuse to go against or to find a rebuttal to not follow the most high. But like it's so easy to. And there's a story in the Bible that I'm finna cover in Maccabees, which we can go ahead and go to that now. Let me see. Do I want to start at Maccabees? Let me get it out. I know it's Maccabees 7, but I got something else in my notes. Let me see real quick. Bear with me, y'all. While we stay in the spirit. Second Maccabees 13. Okay. Just to add reference into what we're finna go into, I'm gonna start at Maccabees, second Maccabees 4:13 through 16. And what this basically is, you know, it is covering what we have been all discussing tonight. Just about the origin of these things and where it came from and not understanding why you do what you do. We want to continue to bring clarity on it, but also show a significant difference and how you should go about your approaches with God, with the Most High. But I'm gonna
Mm.
read Second Maccabees chapter 4, verse 13 through 16. We're gonna start at 13. Now, such was the height of Greek fashions, an increase of heathenish manners through the exceeding profaneness of Jason, that ungodly wretch, and no high priest. 14. That the priests had no courage to serve any more at the altar, but despising the temple and neglecting the sacrifices, hasten to the partakers of the unlawful allowance in the place of exercise. After the game of discus called them forth. 15, not setting by the honors of their fathers, but liking the glory of the Grecians best of all. 16, by reason whereof sore calamity came upon them, for they had them to be their enemies and avengers, whose customs they followed so earnestly, and unto whom they desired to be like in all things. Which I feel like I want to say we might have covered this verse earlier in the lesson, but
We did one verse, but
okay.
I didn't read it all because I knew you was gonna bring it out. So go ahead.
Got you, got you. Now the game of discus, if anybody that's into sports or was into sports, the game of discus is an Olympic game. This is an Olympic game that we were taught to play in captivity, in slavery.
Mm.
That's why you know about it. Now it's slept on now because, you know, time has passed. But that is the origins of one of the Olympic games that some of our people participate in, but most of our people may
Okay.
know about. Because I know there's plenty of people that may have watched the paganistic rituals that go on in the Olympics.
Oh man, it was
I'm gonna
bad
pull
this
that
year.
video up. I'm gonna
It was
pull that
bad this
video.
year.
I'm glad you brought that out. Go ahead, keep
Mm.
talking.
See, what we got to understand about this is the fact that, you know, I break it to you in layman's terms. Like we were saying earlier, it's always when you was outside of the truth and you didn't understand why you was doing what you was doing, you was being envious of the wrong things. You was being envious of evil deeds. You always had that one person like, dang man, if I had it like him, I'd be all right. Or if I was doing it like her, everybody would look at me like this. Whole time, you know what I'm saying? This is how we looked at a whole nother nation as a people. Why you think our women that are not in the truth want to wear blonde hair? Uh
Mm.
Mm.
want to wear men wanting to wear purses.
Hey, now they
Mm.
wearing blue and purple hair.
They sure live.
Hell, they wearing green hair.
And to add on to what you saying, brother, that come from the Esau, and they got a party called a rave, where they go to these parties and everything is painted in like a black light or glow in the dark colors. And they
Mm-hmm.
paint their hair that color. So when they go in the party and the black light hit it, it glows. That's the whole
Mm-hmm.
purpose of coloring the hair.
Hell,
Other
black
than,
women, black women have Halloween all year round.
yep, yep, yep,
Right.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
yep.
Every day is a
Oh, that
pagan
ain't gonna
day, ain't it?
fly well.
Every day.
Yes, sir. Every day.
Halloween.
Mhm.
Hollow their damn hair out to the enemy, to the god of the earth, to the god of the air. They got green hair. They got yellow hair. They got blonde hair. They got purple hair. They got blue hair.
Talk about where that hair come from though.
Talk
Man,
about it,
it come
Hebrew.
on.
Let's
It
talk
come
about
from
where
Rituals.
that hair
that
come
in.
from.
Rituals.
Huh.
They doing all type of rituals over there. Why you think it's taking their hair out, bro?
Uh-huh.
Uh oh. Uh
Mhm.
oh.
They doing all type of rituals over that hair before they cut that hair off of their head.
Why they gotta cut it off?
And
Why do they have to cut
because
it off?
because they cursed.
So here we are fighting and spending hard-earned money, Israelite women fighting and paying high-priced money over cursed hair. Think about that.
Those women, when they have to shave their head, it's because they a cursed woman in their religion.
This we know. We know this. We don't even realize it's so much that we don't pay attention to. Look, let me read you something on Google right now.
Go ahead,
This is pertaining to the firework ritual that's about to take place in a little while. Okay, it says fireworks past date back to China. Here we have another one of those nations.
China. That's right.
Around the year 200 BC, local folklore spoke of mountain men similar to Bigfoot lurking in the nearby hills. They decided the best way to ward off these creatures was to scare them. Initially, they began heating bamboo shoots. And this is the first fireworks. Ain't nobody asked no question where fireworks come from.
And why do you think when they was building America, they brought the Chinamen over here? Because the Chinamen had the most experience with gunpowder.
Mm-hmm. They've been doing it,
they brought them over here.
200 BC. They've been doing it. But this got something to do with Bigfoot. So shooting fireworks come from Bigfoot, and this is what we're gonna do.
And then Hebrew, not only that, look at when the Chinamen do his parades and have the fireworks going off, what do they dress up like? They dress up like all different type of spirits.
Dragon spirits.
I'm telling you, Hebrew, you got to know the history behind this stuff that you participating in.
Mm-hmm.
They snakes and they dragons and they monsters and Bigfoots and all of these different types of creatures.
If this ain't paganism, if that ain't paganism, I don't know what it is. If that ain't idolatry, I don't know what it is.
Man,
hold on, Hebrew. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. I got a video. I'm finna load up.
Bring it up.
Talking about that dragon spirit and where it come from and who church is in right now.
Come on with it, bro. The spirit working. Come on with it.
Y'all keep talking. I'm gonna get it up here.
Bring it out, Hebrew.
Hey, I gotta get it up. You know how TikTok tripping. I'm coming with it. Just talk to him.
Okay. Keep going, KG. I'm with you, bro. I'm behind you.
And if you need some help, KG, let us know, bro. Cause you know I got some scripts over here loaded. I got my clip loaded.
Always loaded up.
I'm just gonna say this, and then I'm gonna let y'all get them some more, cause man, hey, and brothers, I appreciate y'all aiding me the way that y'all have in this lesson. You know what I'm saying? I know we in the midst of the lesson, but I just want to say I appreciate y'all so much, so much. You know what I'm saying? But to add on to what my brothers know saying, once again, why are you not asking yourself, where does this come from? Why do we do this? You know, they do the same thing on 4th of July.
We gotta ask questions, man. We gotta ask questions. We participate in too much. It's just like I was explaining the other day. How many of us contribute and participate in using that word peon and never stop to ask the question where it came from? Just adopted it. Just adopted it. Just adopted singing the song Jingle Bells and never asked the question where it came from. Just adopted it.
Yeah, it's crazy.
We gotta ask questions sometime, bro. It ain't never wrong to ask a question. It ain't never wrong to do some research, crack a book open. I know we in the age of information and everybody want to Google everything, but you don't realize how Google is actually set up to misguide you.
Yeah.
It's set up to misguide you, bro.
They got an algorithm just for that.
A perfect example is if you was to Google YAH'S or Jesus Christ. Google them. See what picture gonna pop up.
Man.
It's designed to throw you off.
I'm looking for a script right now. Make sure. Let me see. I think I want to say it's Colossians 3 and 5. While our brother get the video together. I still ain't touched the back end part of this point, y'all, but we're gonna give our brother a little bit more time to get the video together. But Colossians 3 and 5.
Man, there's some good comments going on in that chat, man. There's some good comments going on in the chat, man. I appreciate it. I'm gonna tell y'all.
That chat always lit, bro.
Man, one thing about it is I appreciate talking and teaching, but learning is my passion. Learning is
Man,
my
all
passion.
praises.
I'm a sponge. I soak up everything that's said over there. They don't know I'm soaking it up.
All praise to the
Mm-hmm.
Most High. Hey, them
Mm-hmm.
brothers and sisters be putting some good scriptures in the chat. The
Mm-hmm.
comments be off the chain.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that chat be off the chain now.
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
here
I'm a
go brother with the video. Bring it out, brother. I can hold off on my verse. Go and bring it out.
All right, brother and sister. Here's the dragon. Listen to what this Edomite gonna tell y'all. Listen to this.
Inside of the tomb of Lucifer on Christmas Day, well, that's next on the trumpet. The Masons and the Pope are going to open the holy door. First, the Pope is going to tap on it with a little silver hammer, and then the Masons are going to remove the bricks and mortar that actually seal the holy door shut. He does his knocking, and then the Masons start chanting one of the Psalms. It's never been done before, and they're going to start this new tradition on Christmas Eve. So the World Wide Web will have symbolic access to St. Peter's tomb on Christmas Eve as they open the holy door. And that's going to mark the beginning of the Jubilee year. The Catholic Church got the whole Jubilee idea from Judaism. And in Leviticus 25, it tells you all about the special year that's focused on restoration and forgiveness. The word Jubilee in Hebrew means Yovel, which is a ram's horn. And yes, that is a trumpet. In Leviticus right here, it tells you that the sound of the trumpet announced the beginning of the Jubilee year. So you might say, it's the year of the trumpets. And keeping things in order with the book of Revelation, we'll go through the seals, then the trumpets, and then the bowls. Open the door, it's the year of the trumpets. For Christians, Jesus' declaration in the book of Luke to proclaim the year of the Lord's favor was often interpreted as a fulfillment of the Jubilee spirit. Wow, I just can't wait for Christmas to get my webcam view of the creepy crypt that's underneath St. Peter's Basilica. And that's not a wax museum down there. And as of December 5th, the Vatican hasn't even released a Christmas message. You know, when you're the 33rd degree, you wear 33 buttons on your gown. King David ruled Jerusalem for 33 years, and the Masons built him a palace on top of Mount Zion, the mountain of God, where he issued judgment over the people. A webcam in a tomb under the altar of a church of the dragon. That dragon right there. That dragon. The flying dragon. This is right over the entrance of the door. Those dudes were all about it. 2024. You're the dragon.
So, brothers and sisters, you see the dragon. My brother just brought out about the dragon a while ago. Here it is. These people worshiping what? The dragon. So what did the Bible say about the dragon? Which is Satan, the devil. That's in Revelations, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So I believe this is, I can't prove this, but way it's looking. They open up portals, which Enoch talks about it, where Enoch can call them gates. You know what I'm saying? So we would go to the book of Revelation talking about he had the key to the bottomless pit. Well, we know a pit, an actual pit, don't have a key. So what is this being opened? It's a portal. These folks want to let something come through that something is already on the earth, brothers and sisters.
Well,
We
bro,
getting ready to
Mikael,
see
I
them.
don't mean to cut you off, but they're working in tandem with the CERN.
That's right.
Because they've been running that CERN for the last couple of decades.
Mm-hmm.
Every so often they'll
Yeah.
crank it up. See, this is the thing that we got to understand about Satan and his children. See, us, our people, because of captivity, we can only plan for 2 or 3 hours down the road. We can only plan for a week or so, maybe a month. Now, we might plan a vacation a year out, but we don't plan 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 100 years down the road. See, we don't plan like that. We don't have the capacity or the economic power to do that type of planning right now.
Mm-hmm.
But they do, because they own everything. This damn devil, this dog, he know what he doing. But they're getting ready to devour the man child as soon as he be born.
Mm-hmm.
But guess what though?
Mm-hmm.
There's coming a flood. It's a
Mhm.
flood on the way. And we ain't talking about no water. It's a flood on the way.
Mm-hmm.
And
You're
the
gonna need a
Most High
different kind of
coming.
ark. You're gonna need a different kind of ark this time.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
I'm coming
Mhm.
with fire this time.
And the earth
So
helped the
Hebrew,
woman. It
they can
swallowed
do
up the
all the
flood.
planning. They can do all they planning, all of they conniving and they treachery.
Mm-hmm.
But at the end of the day, the Most High say, I get the last say so.
Yes, sir.
He get the last say so. So they can do all of their pagan worship. They can do all of their idolatry that they want to do. But at the end of the day, when the Most High say it, it's going to be done. And we going to walk in that.
Bring it out, bro. For
So they
real.
can plan our demise. They can plan our genocide. They've been trying to genocide us off the earth for centuries. They can't do it.
They can't do it. They can't do it.
And I ain't gonna do it.
What it say? It say the scripture say a city on the hill can't be hidden.
That's right.
Can't be hidden. We up high. We on the hill, man.
It's a reason why they can't exterminate us, bro. They treat us like roaches. They want to crush us under their foot. They done tried to shoot us to death. They done tried to put us in the militaries and put us on the front lines and get us exterminated that way. They done ingested us with diseases, and they feed us death every day.
Hmm.
They teach our children death in the school system. They got
They
the
done tried
school to
everything,
prison
bro.
pipeline. They put the drugs in our communities.
They done tried homosexuality.
Yes, sir.
They done tried
Abortion.
everything. Yeah.
All type of witchcraft, bro.
Mm-hmm.
But they numbers continue to dwindle and ours continue to go up. Because the Most High said we're going to be as the sands of the sea.
We dominant,
Ain't
man.
nothing
We
they can do about it. But I digress, man. Go ahead. Boy, I done got help. Go ahead, Hebrew.
nothing
Hey,
wrong with it,
somebody
man.
get that. Hey, brother Steph was talking about that flood, right? Somebody get that Revelations 12. I guess we'll start at verse. I'm shooting from the hip. What is that? What we start at? Around 14, 12 and 14,
Yeah.
14 and on down. This is about the dragon, right? Going and trying to come out to the children of Israel in these last days.
Anybody gonna get it?
You can touch on it,
I
bro.
get
If
it,
you
Hebrew.
already got it.
I can
I
get it if
get it.
y'all
I
ain't
get it.
working, man. No, I'm here.
Go ahead, then, E. Go ahead,
Okay.
Hebrew.
You said 12 and 14.
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna start at 14. And to the woman were given 2 wings of a great eagle, that she might fly into the wilderness, into her place where she is
Hebrew.
nourished.
I'm sorry, Hebrew. I'm sorry. Start at
Talk
13.
to me. Start at
No, I'm
13.
sorry. Yeah,
Cortez said
13
start
down
at
to the.
9. Cortez said start at 9.
Yeah, start
Okay,
at
we're gonna
9.
start at
Good
9. He
looking out,
said something.
Cortez. Start at 9.
He said something. And the great dragon was cast out, that old serpent called the devil and Satan, which deceiveth the whole world. He was cast out into the earth, and his angels were cast out with him. And I heard a loud voice saying in the heavens, now is come salvation and strength and the kingdom of our God and the power of his Christ. For the accuser of our brethren is cast down, which accused them before our God day and night, and they overcame him by the blood of the Lamb and by the word of their testimony.
Hey,
And they
hold on
loved.
right there. Hold on right there, Hebrew. Hold on right there.
Okay, Salaki,
Now
go ahead.
it said that he went before the Most High day and night, accusing us. You know what he accusing us of? Idolatry. You know what he accusing us of? Breaking God's law, statutes, and commandments.
Yeah, right.
He
The same
accusing
things
us
we did
of
to anger.
indulging. That's right. Look at them, Most High. Look, they finna get. Look at them. They finna get ready to celebrate New Year. Look at them fireworks. Look at them peas cooking.
Look at them homosexuals cooking up, kissing up under the mistletoe. Go ahead, Hebrew. Bring it out.
Shots fired.
That's what he's saying.
Okay, I'm gonna
Accusing
start
us
it
day
at
and night.
11. And they overcame him by the blood of the Lamb and by the word of their testimony, and they loved not their lives unto the death. Therefore
That's right.
rejoice ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short
A
time.
short time. That's right.
He already know it, bro. You hear me? That's
He in a
powerful.
hurry. He in a
Yeah,
So
that's
hurry.
he know
powerful right there.
he know he has but a short time. This is why the scriptures tell us, be not ignorant of Satan's devices, because he got a short time.
Yeah,
His
that's
Hey,
tough.
device.
y'all know something else?
Go ahead.
Go ahead, Mike. My bad.
I'm
My
done.
bad.
I'm
Go ahead.
done. Go ahead. Go ahead, bro.
And
Shoot.
y'all know
Shoot.
something else? He know he in a hurry. I'm gonna tell you why. Look at how he done crunk it up. Look at transgenders, homosexuals, abortion, fentanyl, lying, stealing, cheating, adultery, idolatry,
That
the
mojo.
worshiping of all different type of deities. You got the Kemetes, you got the Christians, you got the Muslims, you got the Buddhists, you got the 7-day Adventists, you got all of these different pagan religions, bro, and they wrapping it up. Look at
And
how fast the world is
you didn't
headed
even
for
break down.
destruction.
You didn't even break it down. All the denominations of Christianity alone.
Alone,
Right.
bro.
Stop right there. Hold on, E.
Right.
Hold on, E. Boy, you
Right.
said it, then. Hold on.
Give
Hold
it
on,
to
hold on.
him.
I'm finna
Give
give
it
it to
to him.
y'all today. I'm finna give it
Give it
to
to
y'all
him.
tonight. Hold on. You know. Oh boy, you said it did.
No,
Here
no,
it
no,
come. I'm
no.
finna
Hey,
get it up
no,
there.
no,
Hold on.
no. Now watch how many
Talk
people
to
get
him.
hit with this still.
Yeah, it's gonna hit.
It's gonna hit hard. Cause
Come on
I
with it.
guarantee you I guess everybody that's preaching the truth got some type of hater somewhere. So for all the haters that's sitting here watch you get hit with this steel. Just don't get your feelings
Oh
hurt,
yeah,
cause
they
it's
watching
coming.
too. Just as well as our supporters are watching. It's a whole handful of them hating heathens watching too. And we know this. We know this for a fact.
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir. Hold
Hit them
on,
with it, bro.
Zooming in
Boom.
on us. They
Hit them
zooming
with it.
in. They got us in 5K.
Yay.
Hey, y'all keep talking to him, man. Hey, I thought it was
Hold
on
on.
him.
Hold on. I'm finna bring it out while you getting it together. Hold on, let me find it.
Bring it out,
Okay.
Finish
Hebrew.
reading that. Finish reading that on the screen. I'm gonna get the denominations up there. Go ahead. Finish
Okay.
reading it.
I'm at 13. And when the dragon saw that he was cast unto the earth, he persecuted the woman which brought
Uh-huh.
forth the man child.
That's
So
right.
we talking about the dragon. What in that video that guy was talking about? Who's the dragon? Who's behind the Roman Catholic Church? It's Satan, the dragon, the devil. So when we talk about Babylon, Rome is the religious support of Babylon. Europe is the financial support of it. America is her military might.
Now we
This
got to
is
make sure, Salakia, you got to make sure
go ahead,
that
Hebrew.
when it says the devil and Satan, this is two different things.
Yeah.
Yes,
That
sir.
word
Bring it
devil,
up.
that word devil itself is just deceiver. So we're not just talking about Satan. We talking about all these deceivers, all these devils, and Satan. Go ahead, bro.
Yeah, you good, Hebrew. Bring it out. Go ahead. We can keep on reading.
Okay.
Hey, and I'm gonna tell you this too, E. Since we on that, bro, like you got all of these different, and then we talked about yoga.
Mm-hmm.
We talked about all of these different types of meditation. People
We
don't
did,
even
bro.
know that they indulging in paganism.
Mm-hmm. You can't even go and get a massage. What you say, bro? You can't even go get a massage now.
Can't even do it, man.
Sure can't.
They're gonna be putting these stones on you. They're gonna be hitting you with this acupuncture. They're gonna be getting your chakras aligned. It's a whole lot going on that you don't realize going on, bro.
Whole lot of mixture of demonics and Egyptology.
Man, a
That's
Not even
right.
mixture of it.
realize it.
A mixture of it. That's just like the Christian church got so many. It's so many different origins involved in all the things they do. I seen pictures of a Christian church with a Christmas tree in it. I done seen them hold a birthday in that same church, and I done seen them do a trunk or treat for Halloween in the same church.
Yeah.
Hebrew, we showed a video of a pastor that had to do oil on his members to get the bad spirits out of them.
Boy, that's too much, man. It's too much.
Did you hear what I said?
Boy, that's too
We
much.
showed a video of another pastor that had to put it in
Yeah.
their mouth for them
You
to
know what
get the
that,
Holy Spirit. They were
you know what
sucking
that
the
make me
spirit
think
out of
of?
him.
That make me think of Moses coming down that mountain, breaking them tablets with the 10 Commandments on it.
Go
He
ahead.
did, grinded them up into a powder,
What else he
And
made
made
did?
them
a
drink
drink,
it.
and forced them to drink it. How bad you got to be doing to get the 10 Commandments? You need the 10 Commandments in your body?
Hey, wasn't that? Hold on, brother. Hey, hold on, brother. Wasn't that after they were having that big orgy party when
Yeah, that
Moses was
was.
gone?
That
Aaron
was.
and Aaron melted that calf for him.
Well, do you know how, bruh, again, let me say, how bad do it have to be for you to need to drink the 10 Commandments? You got to get it in your body. Man,
So
that's,
so it'll be on your heart.
hey, so to be on your heart, that's tough. That's
And
tough,
then the
man.
Most High still didn't let them. He still didn't let them see the promised land.
Nah, y'all
Idolatry.
cutting up way
Idolatry
too bad.
equals paganism.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all
Period.
cutting up way
Hey,
too
say it one more time for the people in the back.
bad.
Idolatry equals paganism.
Man, that's tough,
That's
man.
what we talking about tonight.
All
Oh,
right, I got
oh.
this.
I tell
I
you
got it
what,
up there, E. I got it up there for you, E.
All right, what I made you think of? Let's see.
So we have what? Man-made religions come from who?
Hmm.
Satan and the devil, those deceivers. Here go
Mm-hmm.
your man-made religions on the screen.
Hold on, let me look. I see it say Psalms 147, 19 through 20. Let me get that real quick. Let me get that real quick. Hold on. Let me get that. All right. Hold on. All right, here we go. Psalms 147, verse 19. He showeth his word unto Jacob, his statutes and his judgments unto Israel.
Mm-hmm.
20. He have not dealt with hold on. He have not dealt so with any nation. And as for his judgments, they have not known them. Praise ye the Lord. Then
So we had a Baptist religion. Excellent script. John Smith created what? The Baptist religion in what? 1608.
yeah.
Charles Parham created the Pentecostal religion in 1901. Young Gunner, young Gunner. We talking about religion, right? So give
Yeah.
me James chapter 1 and give me the last two verses in James chapter 1. All right. So we got Joseph Smith created the Mormon religion in 1830. Charles T. Russell created the what? Jehovah Witness religion in 1872. William Miller created the what? Seventh-day Adventist religion in 1863. And under all of these man-made religions, we look up under here where it got Constantine, the first Christian emperor. He introduced the pagan doctrines of what? The Trinity. All of them teach the Trinity, brother E. Easter, all of them do Easter, brother E. Only one that don't do Sunday worship is the 7-day Adventist, brother. But the rest of the 4, they do what? The Jehovah Witness, they keep Sabbath.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
the Pentecostal and the Baptist, they keep Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
Then we
But
got
ain't
the
none of
Christian cross. All of them on there, and all of
them.
them do the Christian fish.
Hey, but you forgetting about you got the Baptist, you got the full gospel, you got the Church of Christ, you got the Pentecostal, you got the Episcopal, you got the uh man, I can't even think of all of them off the top of my head, bro.
It's too
Man, bro,
many.
it's so many. Man,
It's
can I
too
get a
many.
scripture? Can I get a scripture?
Man, what you
Hold on,
need?
Hebrew. So it says man-made religion. Get your script, bro. So young Gunner, KG, read that James chapter 1, them last 2 verses in there.
James
Let's see
chapter
let's
1.
see what religion is according to the Bible.
Okay, last two. All right,
Yeah, the
James
last
chapter
2.
1, verse 26 through 27. If any man, verse 26, if any man among you seem to be religious and brittled not his tongue, but deceiveth his own heart, this man's religion is vain. 27.
What? So all these religions are
All that.
vain.
Mm.
Baptist, your religion is vain.
That
Pentecostal, your religion is vain. Verse
and that's
27, Hebrew.
that hold on,
Oh,
that
go
that's
ahead. Go
in
ahead.
that's in the New Testament for all the people in the back.
Oh. Boy,
That's
hey,
that's
E,
in the New Testament.
I'm gonna have to get you caught up the street, yo. Cause I'm gonna have to. I need sound effects on after that one. He dropped the bomb on that
Hold on, let me go. Hey,
one.
27, verse 27. Pure religion and undefiled before God and the Father is this, to visit the fatherless and widows in their affliction, and to keep himself unspotted from the world.
See that? So true religion is. He said pure religion is this. What? Tending to the fathers and the widows. Go ahead, brother Steph.
Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 15 and verse 15. And then I got a precept, and y'all can take it back. Wisdom of Solomon, 15 and 15. If somebody can get that for me. I'm rolling right now.
Okay. Go ahead, get it in.
You said Wisdom of Solomon 15 and 15?
Yes, sir.
Well, yeah, wisdom. Come on with it. I know you're here.
What'd you say, brother?
Man, come on. Up. Wisdom of Solomon 15 and 15. 15. Where are you? There we go. All right, Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 15, verse 15. For they counted all the idols of the heathen to be gods, lowercase g,
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
which which neither had they use of the eyes to see, nor noses to draw breath, nor ears to hear, nor
Hold
fingers
on.
of hands to
Abraham,
handle.
Abraham told Terah, he said, Daddy, why your God can't get out the fire? Why he can't stop himself from getting burned up? He said, Daddy, I put some food out for your God last night. Why I was still sitting there when I got up this morning? These religions ain't got no power. These religions can't smell. They can't talk. These idols, they can't walk. They can't think. They can't come through for you in the clutch. Read Hebrew.
Nor fingers of hands to handle. And as for their feet, they are slow to go.
Huh.
Can I keep reading Hebrew?
Keep reading. Keep reading.
For man made them. Hold on. For man made them, and he that borroweth his own spirit fashioned them. But no man can make a God like unto himself.
He said,
17.
even the one that made them, they can't even
Can
get a self. They can't even get a self life. that again, Hebrew.
For man made them, and he that borroweth his own spirit fashioned them. But no
He
man,
borrowed his own spirit.
but no man can make a
Our
God.
God gave him life. The Most High God of the house of Israel, the creator and maker of all things in the heavens and in the earth and beneath the earth. That's who gave them a soul. That's who gave them life. They can't even get themselves a spirit, but you worshiping them. Read Hebrew.
But no man, but no man can make a God like unto himself. 17. For being mortal, he worketh a dead thing with wicked hands.
That's right.
For he himself is better than the things which he worshipeth, whereas he lived once, but they never.
Hey, wait a minute. I'm reminded of a scripture. Are ye not God?
No?
So the Most High say, you worshiping something that you are the Lord of. You worshiping something that's beneath you. You worshiping something that you made with your hands. Hebrew, read Exodus chapter 20 and verse 3.
Exodus.
Oh, boy, hey, these images cut to the bone while you read those scriptures right there. Wisdom of
Oh, I'm
Solomon,
looking at
man.
it. I'm looking at his face
One,
just
two,
as you
three.
said.
Exodus, you said, what you say, Hebrew? Exodus what?
Exodus 21 through 3.
Exodus 20, verse 1. And God spake all these words, saying, verse 2, I am the Lord thy God, which
I
have
am the
brought
Lord thy God.
which have
I,
brought thee, which have brought thee out of the land of Egypt,
I did that.
and out of the house of bondage.
That's right.
Thou shalt have no other gods before me.
That's right. All praise to the Most. I yield the flow.
Hold on. I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna go back to that to them old religions that we had just had up. I'm gonna read you. I'm gonna read you Acts 5:29. Acts chapter 5, verse 29. Then Peter and the other apostles answered and said, we ought to obey God rather than men.
Bring it out, man.
Let me read it one more time. Then Peter and the other apostles answered and said, we ought to obey God rather than men.
That's right, Hebrew. That's right.
Hey, get that first Maccabees 3:48 for me, young Gunner, please, my brother. Please get that first Maccabees 3:48.
You
He
said
said,
Please.
first
please.
you said first Maccabees 3 and 48?
Yes, sir.
First Maccabees. Hold on, here we go.
You got it, bro.
Yep, I'm getting it. First Maccabees chapter 3, verse 48. And laid open the book of the law, wherein the heathen have sought to paint the likeness of their images.
So these man-made religions got a book called the Bible, Torah, and they took the doctrine and perverted it. This is what the Most High mean when he say, Israel, y'all have profaned my name amongst the heathen. You profane my name. Now I got to get these heathens not for your sake, but for my name's sake. You're not gonna let nobody boo-boo on your name, ain't you, Hebrews?
Nah.
For your name's sake, you're gonna go handle business, right?
Nah, that's
All
facts.
right. All right, then. So with all these, listen here, our naysayers and gainsayers, all these, hey, you can't get around these scriptures we putting up, especially these means we got up here.
Man, you can't.
Hold on,
Okay.
I'm gonna bag you up on what you just said though. Job chapter 9, verse 24, which we all know this. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covereth the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he?
Who is he? Let's go right with that word. First Maccabees 3:48. And the
They go
heathen
right
laid
with it.
open the book of the law. Who are the judges? The house of Israel.
Mm-hmm.
Who are the prophets? Now they call themselves prophets.
So
Brother
so you
Who
Mikael,
are
mean
are
to
the
you
tell
you
me
able
Levites?
to, you able to screen share, bro?
Yeah. What you got?
Hey, could you type in Chrislam religion for me on your Google?
Oh, you talking about Steve Harvey religion.
Chrislam.
All right, Hebrew, give me a second.
What is
Okay.
even
so
that?
what y'all trying to say is these Khazarians, these Khazars
Mm-hmm.
from the Caucasus Mountains
Mm.
of Georgia, Russia,
Mm.
Amalek.
that brought themselves over and stole our customs,
Mm-hmm.
that stole, because that's not our religion, that's our
Mm-mm.
culture, that's our lifestyle, that's our commandments. They stole it
They take everything though, bro.
through the Renaissance period.
Mm-hmm.
They painted their faces thereof.
Mm-hmm. If I'm not mistaken, Beethoven is an Israelite.
I read
Oh
that.
yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I saw that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So they didn't
I
stop.
remember seeing that in a video
They
too
didn't stop
somewhere.
with the Bible. They didn't stop with the Bible. They kept going. Now, first of all, Chrislam has been going on since the 1970s. Did y'all know Chrislam existed? Did you know that,
Uh,
bro?
I never knew what this is until now.
I found out Steve Harvey.
It's been going on since the 1970s. Chrislam refers to a Christian expression of Islam. It originated around in Nigeria, and it's an assembly of Islamic and Christian religion practiced in Nigeria. Can you explain to me how is that possible? How is it possible for you? I mean, how can you just spring up a new religion in the 1970s? You took Christianity and Islamic
And mixed
religion.
it
And put it
Come on,
together.
bro. I mean,
and put it in a pot. Put
bro,
it
what
in a
I'm
damn
just
pot.
saying. I'm just saying, like, you just created this. That's like what is it? Scientology?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
right.
Scientology is created by a Edomite fiction. He's a fictional children's book author. He creates fictional children's books. And up until he decided to make Scientology, this didn't exist. So now that he created a new fiction, Scientology, we have people that's devoted their lives to following this religion, bro. I had to
And
pull it. Go ahead.
it ain't nothing but millionaires that can be part of it.
Man, this is ridiculous, bro.
You gotta be a millionaire to be a Scientologist.
This is ridiculous, man.
And
And
Islam, the Nation of Islam, NOI, the Farrakhan them took on Scientology
And
and bought the
Christianity.
building.
And
Christianity,
And
and Christianity.
obviously, they got Chris long.
And let's not leave out the
yeah,
Talmud. Let's
Come
not
on,
leave
man.
out the Talmud.
Man,
Oh man.
I wanted you to pull it up to show how ridiculous some of this stuff is, man. I mean, it's just ridiculous, bro. It's ridiculous. The combination of two religions. Come on, man. What are y'all doing?
Man, what you're doing is you know what, I like this about this and I like this about this, so I'm just gonna put both of them together. That's what
You
you're
can't
doing.
do
so,
that.
so what do you call that? Idolatry and paganism.
No
Or
sir.
you can call it selective morality if you want to.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
If you
You
want to.
can. Sure can.
I
And
can't
by
Mm.
the
wait till
way,
we
that
bring
lesson
that
will
out.
be coming up this week.
Oh yeah,
That
it's on
lesson
the
coming
way.
out. It's coming out this week.
All praises.
This week. This week.
This week.
All
This
praises.
week.
All praises.
It's 60%. It's 60%. It's 60% done. It will be
Hey,
coming out this week.
our brother want to be a part of that lesson too, brother Tubi.
Oh
I
yeah,
heard
Tuba.
that.
Yes, yes, sir. Yes, sir. Tuba gonna jump in with him.
I see one of the comments said that they are Nigerian and they've never heard of this religion, Chrislam, which came from Nigeria in the 1970s.
Wow.
Hmm.
So I feel like I did something by bringing that up. You know what I'm saying? Like
Right.
these are things that's right up under our noses. We got to be
Right.
aware of it. We got to be aware of this type of stuff because we exposed to it, even when you don't know it, unconsciously exposed to it.
I know we jump from place to place,
Mm-hmm.
but
Yeah, Sister
let's.
Helen, she is Nigerian. She's
That's
from
what I'm
Nigeria.
saying. That's what I'm
She
saying.
live in the UK.
You go on up, and that's who said it. She said it. She said, "I'm in Nigeria, and I never heard of this." And she don't see how. But again, like I encourage everybody, fact check us, fact check
Yeah,
me because
man,
I keep my nose in the books.
man. As a
So
matter of fact,
I encourage you to go and check it out, pet. See if it's real.
if you're not fact checking, you really only doing half of the assignment.
You right, bro. All praise, bro. You right.
All right, Brother Stafford. Never mind. Y'all go ahead.
About that calendar that brother KG had pulled up earlier. If you go and look up the origins of April Fool's Day, which is a completely other
Mm-hmm.
pagan holiday, you go and look up
Mm-hmm.
the origins of April Fool's Day, and it'll tell you that April Fool's Day dates back to 1582 when
Mm-hmm.
France switched from a Julian calendar to the
Mm-hmm.
Gregorian calendar,
Mm-hmm.
as called by the Council of Trent. And another thing that people should go and pay attention to, go and research that Council of Trent.
Yes, sir.
Okay, the Council of Trent in 1563. In the Julian calendar, as the Hindu calendar, they have similarities. Okay, the new year began in the spring equinox. Now, if you look this up, you go and click on spring equinox, and it will bring you to another page. And when you go to the next page, it'll say that the spring equinox takes place in March each year.
Hmm.
Do you hear what I'm saying, bro?
Yeah. Yeah. I'm with you. I'm with you.
So again, that links back to your calendar,
Yes,
which
sir.
the first month is supposed to be what?
March.
That's all I'm saying, man.
Mm-hmm.
So it's, even though they use these pagan holidays to throw us off, they hide it right up on our nose. The answers are there. Go and do the research. The answers are there. Go and do the research. Go and look up the origin of April Fool's Day, and it'll take you exactly to where I just said. They switched from the Julian calendar to the Gregorian calendar, and the Gregorian calendar is just as the Hindu calendar, which again, these are other religions. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Other pagan holidays, other nations, things that we done picked up. And it'll tell you that the year began in spring, in the spring equinox. You click on spring equinox, and there you have it. The first day of the month and the first day of the year is in March. So
Brother,
that just links back, that just follows up on what you were saying earlier, bro.
let me piggyback off of you because I want to bring out this book that I've had for a long time, and it's just finna add on to what you're saying. I'm finna turn my camera on so everybody can see it. This is a book. Let's see if here we go. All right, this is a book from a guy that I have followed on Instagram for a long time. His name is Michael Robertson.
Hey, solo that brother on the screen, Mike. Hold on, KG.
All right,
Hey, Mike,
Okay, G.
so can you solo him
Yeah,
on the screen?
I got it.
All
Yeah,
right,
I
all right.
bet.
got it. Here you come.
This book is called Precept Upon Precept, Line Upon Line.
Mm.
You can go on this guy's Instagram and he sells the book for like, I believe it's like $50, but it has like all your basic precepts in it. It has all your basic history in it, just in case you want to be up to date on anything. It's got 72 pages in it. It has a glossary, which you probably can't see the glossary, but this is the list of everything that basically what the book speaks about and what's in the Bible. Everything in this book is based off of history and in the and everything that's in the Bible, all precepts. Like I said, you can go on this guy's Instagram.
Hey, can you read some of the things that it expounds about in there?
Yeah, I'll read the glossary. But to
Yeah,
go on
read the
this
glossary.
guy's his name on Instagram is, and this is for anybody that's interested in the book. His name on Instagram is Fan Mail TV News, and that's all together. And his name is Michael Robertson. He's still selling the book if anybody's interested. I've had it probably roughly 6 months going on to a year. But I'm gonna turn to the glossary, and this is some of the things that's in the glossary. The 12 tribes of Israel chart. Who are the real Israelites of the Bible? The curses of Deuteronomy 28. Transatlantic slave trade routes, so-called Indians of the Americas, Ham, Shem, and Japhet. You are not African American. Real Gentile nations. The color of the Israelites. Salvation is for Israel. The old law is not done away with. And these are all titles of chapters in the book. Who was the law of Moses written for? The dietary law. God's chosen people. Israel in captivity. The Renaissance. The whole Bible is a book about slavery. Who the Son of Man died for. Who are the covenants for? How we went into captivity and still there today. Israelite dress code. Jews in the Greek captivity. Scriptures pastors used to confound us. The Holy Trinity and pagan holidays. I'm gonna go back. I don't know if y'all can see that, but and it even got a precept at the beginning of in the first page, and the precept at the beginning of the first page is basically the title, Isaiah 28:10. For precept must be upon precept, precept upon precept, line upon line upon line, here a little and there a little. Now, for the sake of time, I'm gonna touch on just what my brother here was just talking about with the Gregorian calendar. But this just adds on to what you were saying, brother. All right, let me show the page. On this page, you see the cycle of the moon.
Lunar calendar.
Yes, sir. Make sure I'm holding it there for y'all. Um, and on the precept on this one is Psalms 104, verse 19. He appointed the moon for seasons. The sun knoweth his going down. All right. Now it reads, this is what it reads about the Gregorian calendar. Who invented the Gregorian calendar and why do we use it? The Gregorian calendar, introduced by Pope Gregory the 13th in 1582, was itself an attempt to address the problems of the predecessor, the Julian calendar, which had been introduced by Julius Caesar to abolish the use of the lunar year and eliminate a 3-month gap that opened up between the civil and the astronomical events. This is why you think the seventh day is Sunday and that 12:01 a.m. is a new day when the scripture says the evening starts a new day. And there's plenty of other things in let me see. Let me show y'all another little picture.
I just
And
want to
then
say that book sounds like a really good read, especially for newfound Israelites, bro.
yes,
And
sir,
I,
it
I
is.
I think I'm gonna get that book. I'm gonna be real. I think I'm gonna get it. It sounds good. It sounds interesting.
And like here,
Yeah,
here,
I'm
here
gonna
goes.
get that. Hey, send us the link to that where you can get that book so I can post it in the chat.
Hmm.
Okay.
I think that
Here,
would do a lot of good, bro.
here go another page, just showing
Yeah,
y'all it has pictures in it, and everything is gonna be based off of precepts. It's gonna have history, and everything is gonna be based off of precepts. But here goes like what we covering today, pagan holidays today, and I'll read a little bit of it for you. January 1st, New Year's Day. December 25th, Christmas. Winter solstice, first day of winter. Late November, Thanksgiving. Mid-November, Veterans Day. Early November, Election Day. October 31st, Halloween. Autumn equinox, the first day of fall. These are all pagan holidays, which the book expounds on that. But
Mm.
um, let me get that. Let me get that for y'all real quick. Somebody,
hey,
somebody take it from me real
brother
quick.
Stephen, you still there,
Yes,
Hebrew?
sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Is it with your permission, Hebrew? If it's okay, it's cool. If it's not, I understand. Is it okay I can put the link in the chat to get Sister Helen to come up here and talk about the Yoruba tribe and the other tribes because she's from Nigeria?
Yeah, that's fine, Hebrew.
I
If,
want.
if the other brothers on the
I,
panel don't mind.
That's fine. Go
Cause she
ahead,
had
bro.
posted.
Green
Yeah,
light.
we in the spirit, man. Add on to it. Let's go.
Okay.
Sister Helen, if I put the link in the chat, you mind coming up here and expounding on what you put in the chat about the Fulani tribe and the Yoruba tribes that you from? Cause I want some understanding on that because I got a question. I got a few questions to ask you because this discussion keep coming up in the Israelite community. I didn't know you was a part of that tribes.
All praise, bro. The spirit working tonight.
All praise.
All right, I'm gonna put
While
the
we
link in the
waiting on
chat. So
while we waiting on him to put that link in the chat, can one of y'all brothers go to 1 Kings chapter 11 and let's look at an example um of how detrimental pagan and idolatry worship can actually be to an Israelite, and not only individually but collectively, Hebrew. Because of idolatry and paganism, there was a tremendous downfall that happened inside the house of Israel. And I just want to touch on it just a little bit. We can start
You
at verse 1.
said First Kings what, bro?
1 Kings chapter 11, and you
Verse
can
1.
start at verse 1. Yes, sir.
Okay. But King Solomon loved many strange women,
Uh-huh.
together with the daughter of Pharaoh, women of the Moabites, Ammonites, Edomites, Zidonians, and Hittites, of the nations concerning which the Lord said unto the children of Israel,
Do
ye
not.
shall not,
That's right. Go ahead,
mhm,
Hebrew. Go ahead.
ye shall not go into them, neither shall they come in unto you. For surely they will turn away your heart after their gods. Solomon clave unto these in love.
Uh-huh.
And he had 700 wives, princesses, and 300 concubines.
Uh-huh.
And his wives turned away his heart.
So, so the son of David, bruh, the son of David, the wisest king to ever live,
Known for it, known for that.
he fell victim to idolatry and pagan worship
Mm,
through the deception of our open enemies. Because of his love and his lust for many strange women, this brother fell victim to idolatry. Keep reading a little bit, Hebrew.
okay. For it came to pass when Solomon was old that his wives turned away his heart after other gods,
Uh-huh.
and his heart was not perfect with the Lord his God,
As his father David. Go ahead.
as was the heart of David his father.
Uh-huh.
For,
Keep reading.
for, for Solomon went after Ashtoreth, the goddess of the Zidonians, and after Milcom, the abomination of the Ammonites.
Uh-huh.
And Solomon did evil in the sight of the Lord,
That's right.
and and went not fully after the Lord, as did David his father. Then did Solomon build an high place for Shirmash, the abomination of Moab,
Okay,
in the
so
hill.
so this is where he really, really went off. Because now He done started building altars to these other gods in holy places.
Mm, 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 mm.
He in the
That's
land,
tough.
Hebrew.
How do the wisest man get to that point? See, that goes to show you that everybody has vices. Don't never feel like you're the only one struggling with certain vices. Because here we have the wisest man, and it's a struggle for him.
Okay, now
That's
let me
tough.
show you. Now let me show you what happened because of it. Go to chapter 12. Skip to chapter 12. Start at verse 1.
12 and 1. And Rehoboam, am I right?
Yep,
Rehoboam?
Rehoboam, that's right.
Okay, Rehoboam, Salakia. And Rehoboam went to Shechem, for all Israel were come to Shechem to make him king. And it came to pass when Jeroboam, the son of Nebat, who was yet in Egypt, heard of it, for he was fled from the presence of King Solomon, and Jeroboam dwelt in Egypt, that they sent and called him, and Jeroboam and all the congregation of Israel came and spake unto Rehoboam, saying, Thy father made our yoke grievous. Now therefore make thou grievous service of thy father, and his heavy yoke which he put upon us lighter, and we will serve thee.
Okay, so at this point, the Most High told King Solomon, because of what you
Tough.
done,
That's
I
tough.
will rent 10 parts of the kingdom from your hand. You will only preserve 2 parts of the kingdom, which is Judah and Benjamin, because you didn't serve me as your father David. So because of idolatry and paganism,
That's
King
tough, bro.
Solomon caused a split between the 12 tribes of the house of Israel.
From something that arrived from something so small, bro.
That's
Mm-hmm.
right.
It created such a big ripple effect.
And you look at what happened to the 10.
It's
We was
tough, man.
already going off. But
Mm-hmm.
man, when they left and went into the other lands, man, it got bad. And when you get to the New Testament, that's why they started calling them Gentiles and strangers.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Oh, you on to something now?
That's what happened, Hebrew. All because of idolatry and paganism. But I digress, Hebrew.
That
Okay,
was
I got the
powerful though,
link.
bro.
That was that I got the link pinned at the top of the chat for that book. Brother KG, what's the name of that book?
Precept upon precept. Let me get it. Precept upon precept, line upon line. Now, chat, when y'all go to ask about the book, you probably gonna have to go on his Instagram and request the book. He'll ask for your address and mailing information. He'll tell you the price of it. You'll have to send him the money on Cash App. And I'm telling you these things because these are all the steps that I had to take in order to get the book. But when you inbox him, let it be known that you are wanting to receive his book. Now, it took mine roughly 2 to 3 weeks to get here because he makes all the books from scratch. He's
Mm.
this is a brother of ours that he puts all the papers together. He gets the book covers, as you can see. And I had a hardback, you know what I'm saying? Yours probably would be the same, but he takes his time and crafts each one accordingly. So, well, take your, what I'm saying,
Patience.
yeah, patience. Thank you. Have patience with him, but inform him that you're wanting. You have to go on his Instagram and inform him that you want his book, and from there he should tell you what he needs. But it's a must read. Like for like Brother E said, it's a must read for anybody that doesn't necessarily have the precepts down pack, or it's like a starter pack. in my
Mm-hmm.
opinion.
Mm-hmm.
It's a good starter pack. You know what I'm saying? But I highly recommend it.
But that brings up another topic about how important it is for us to support one another in this journey, bro, because you never know, you know what I'm saying, that brother might be doing very well with sales, or that brother might need to get that extra funding. Then again, he might be on the verge of thinking that the making of that book is not making any changes, and your purchase might actually encourage him to continue on his walk. And like I said, like I'm just saying, that just bring up another thing. You know what I'm saying? We really got to support each other, because that's one of the things that the Jewish community they do very well.
That's right.
They they
That's right.
they make sure that they only shop with their own.
Mm-hmm.
Instead of raking their own leaves, they go out and find a Jewish leaf raker, and they make sure that they continue to pay them. Therefore, in turn, keeping their economic structure strong, and that's something that
Uh huh.
we lack. We lack.
Right.
Now we pick up a whole lot of things from other nations,
Mm-hmm.
but we don't pick that up.
Don't
And I
want it.
encourage, I
Don't
encourage
want
that,
that.
man. I
Don't
encourage
want
that,
that.
bro.
Hey,
Yeah.
hey, hey. They don't want that.
Nah,
Hey, that one right there. Hey, that's a. But that's their curse though. That's their Deuteronomy.
mm-hmm,
Mm-hmm.
mm-hmm.
You shall borrow and not lend,
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
but all
boy, you
praise.
said it, did. Man.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, excellent script in that Kings Hebrew, bringing out that idolatry too. That was well on point. I'm sorry I couldn't get it on the screen. I was trying to get that link in the chat. I got
Oh
it
no,
pinned at
no,
the chat.
Hebrew, you good. No, you good, bro.
I'm trying to multitask the best I can back
Doing
here, but
good.
that's
You
Hey,
all right.
hey,
doing
and
good,
Yeah, you
while we
doing great,
talking
brother.
about it, I'm gonna share this too. Another great starter pack is the Israelite Encyclopedia written by Dante Fortson.
All praises,
Now,
yes,
for
sir.
for somebody that's coming into the truth, or you want to gift it to somebody that you want to come into the truth, or you trying to enlighten and they kind of on the verge of believing and they kind of sort of listening. That book
good.
right there, you can get it on Amazon. It's called
Mm-hmm.
the Israelite Encyclopedia. It's written by Dante Forson. That's a great book. Great book.
As we talk, I can hear them trying to scare Bigfoot outside somewhere.
Hey, they
Yeah, I
have
think I
to.
just heard it too.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, they go get started, man. So we got Sister Helen is up here on the panel with us. Shalom, sis. You on mute, sis.
Shalom. Hello. Hi.
Shalom,
Um,
Hey,
shalom,
how you
Shalom,
sis.
sis.
doing?
I'm all right, thank you. How are you?
I'm doing good, doing great, like a
Good.
Hebrew should.
Yeah, yeah. I'm enjoying the chat and the lessons. So it's really interesting. It's intriguing. Yeah.
All praise to the
All
Most High. How
praises.
how everything been since the last time we talked to you? We ain't heard from you in a while.
Yeah. Do you know what it was? I was diagnosed with diabetes type 1 and type 2, so I was quite ill. But I'm all right now.
Oh
Oh,
man,
All
praise.
I wish.
praises.
Hey, if we would have known that, since we would have sent you a care package. You got to let us know stuff like that. We could
Mm-hmm.
we could have been praying for you as well.
Mm-hmm.
No,
Uh,
no,
you
it's
know we
okay.
you know we family now. Hey, you our
No,
sister
I
now.
know. No, it's true. I didn't really want to burden you guys anyway, but okay.
No, that's not a burden, but all praise to the Most High that you all right though.
That's right.
Yeah,
All
because
praises.
what happened was I was diagnosed this year May, and I wasn't feeling well, but I wasn't feeling well for a long time, and so I asked them to do a blood test, and they did, and they actually said to me that I shouldn't actually be walking around. I should have actually been in a coma because my blood sugar level was too high. So
The Most High was watching over you then.
definitely, because yeah, no, definitely. But I'm feeling much better. Yeah,
And all praise to the Most High.
yeah. So it's
All
nice to be
praises.
on. Yeah, it's nice to be on to speak with you guys. So you was saying about, because I was saying that my parents, so my dad's Yoruba and my mum's Hausa and Fulani. So and with Yorubas, most of the time they are Christians, but they can be Muslims as well. And sometimes when I go to like especially amongst Pakistani people, so if I go into their shops and then they might just say, "Where are you from?" and I say like Nigeria, they automatically think I'm Muslim. That's what they, that's what they automatically think, and I don't say anything because I think, well. But anyway, but my mum, like I said, she was Muslim, but she converted to Christianity. Like she gave her life. And I say she didn't convert, but she gave her life to Christ. But it took some doing because we had to keep on saying to her that, Islam's not good. And I think what it was is that when she became ill, I don't know, she just suddenly just decided that she wanted to spend her life with Christ, and she started saying that the Muslim religion is wrong. That's what she kept on saying. So that was nice, but she passed away anyway. But okay, so Igbos are Jews, but what it is, Igbos are mostly Catholics, and then I think I don't know, some guy in the 70s or 80s, he went over to Nigeria and he found some Igbos that were Jews they said that they were like the lost tribe or whatever, and they had like they were carrying out some practices, Hebrew practices. So sometimes, like one time, my sister said that she had a friend who was from the Igbo tribe, and she went in her house and she asked her, "What's that thing on the wall?" And it was something to do with Hebrew. No, that's it. It was candles. And she said, "Oh, what's that?" in the hallway. And so her yeah, but she didn't know what it was, her friend. She said, "Oh, no, it's just like a tradition thing. We just have it in there." But she didn't know what it was. So then afterwards, it was only when me and my sister sort of started getting into it, like into this Jewish thing, because what it was, we used to like go to this place where we used to pray with Jews, like Jewish people. It wasn't a synagogue or anything. It was like a church, but it was kind of like it was just somewhere that we used to just go and pray. And we was fascinated with the Jewish like culture. At the time, I didn't really know. I did know a little bit that but I did suspect like that. I did hear things about like black people are the real Jews and stuff, but this was like ages ago. But it didn't really sort of like really hit me. So anyway, we used to pray with these people. So this rabbi, he came and asked me, my sister, "What tribe are you from?" Because we said we was Nigerian. So then we said, "Well, no, we're the Yoruba tribe." So he went, "Oh, I thought you was Igbos because Igbos are Jews." But then I said to my sister, "But he can't be right." Because why I said that was because I started questioning and I started saying, because Yorubas, they do like 7-day circumcision on males and they've always done it. And I know in my family, all of the males have been circumcised 7 days. I think it's in the Bible. It's 7 days or
8
8 days. I
days.
can't remember.
8
Yeah, that's it,
days.
8 days. So
It's
they
eight
have
days.
to do it. And
8 day circumcision.
yeah, that's right. And so they have to do it. And so I remember when my nephew was born, and my sister was going out with this guy, and she had like a baby from him. So she had a son from him. And then my dad was saying to her, "You need to get him circumcised. You have to get him circumcised. He has to do it." It's did you say it was 8 days, didn't you? You said 8 days.
8 days. That's right.
Right. 8
That's it,
days.
yeah. So then, he said, my dad was really going on about it, and then she turned around and she said, "Oh, his dad said that he doesn't want him having it done." So, so my dad, because he really liked the guy, but after that, when my sister said to my dad, "Oh, he said that he doesn't want him having it done because of this and that," and he's making up all his excuses, and so my dad, from then on, he didn't like him. So I said to my dad, "Why is it so important that you have to get it done?" And he said, "It's in the Bible. We have to do it. I've always done it. My dad's done it. My dad's dad done it, and we've done it. And so it has to be done. If it's not done, then..." And I said, What if it's not done?" I think he said something. I don't know what he said, but he said something. And I can't remember what he said, but he said it has to. And from then, he just didn't like the guy. He said he don't like him, doesn't want him in the house. He said, "Don't bring him in here. I don't like him because he said that my grandchild can't have circumcision." But from then, he just didn't like him. Didn't like him. So that was
Yeah,
it. And
yeah. He was a heathen.
yeah.
He
Sorry.
was a heathen.
So Sister Heather, let
No,
me ask you
no,
this. So you said that the one of the tribes, the Fulani tribes, they are into Catholic. They Catholics, and the one of the
no,
other
no, no,
tribes.
no, 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 no.
Go ahead.
Are
I-
Igbos are Catholics, but
Igbos are
they
Catholics. Okay.
yes, but they have found that some Igbos are Jews. They've held on to that. Like, like, okay, so houses, and this is what I researched, this is my research, but you can research this, are Muslims, okay? But if you research it, you might find it, I don't know, but I found this, that houses were people that wandered in the desert, so Fulanis as well. And where I'm thinking that when they were wandering in the Sahara, I don't know if it's the Sahara Desert, but they were wandering. That was when Moses. You remember when the Hebrews scattered, they went their different ways, didn't they?
Mhm.
When
Which way?
Moses, yeah, they went their different ways. And some people say that the Hausa tribe are from that lot and the Fulanis, yeah. But and that's my research. So you have to, and I'm thinking that they might be, because Islam was forced on Hausa people. It was forced on people. So it's either you either took it or you died. And I suppose to keep their survival, they probably decided to,
Formed.
like,
Mm-hmm.
to
Well,
take on the
well,
religion. And
well.
so
Not
when you,
only, not only did the Islam religion do that, the Catholic religion was really big on it. And probably the reason why that other
yeah,
tribe is Catholic is because it was forced on them as well. Because
Exactly.
yeah,
yeah, they both tribes is probably Israelites, but they
yeah,
had
that's
those
true.
religions forced on them.
So the reason why I'm asking her, so the Igbo is forced into Catholic, being Catholic. That's idolatry. That's what we talking about. That's paganism. That's idolatry, right?
Yeah,
Listen to what the Most High said in Deuteronomy 28:64. And the Lord shall scatter thee among all people, from one end of the earth even unto the other. And thou shalt serve
mm,
other gods which neither thou nor thy fathers have known, even wood and stone. So we know the wood that represents what? The
mhm,
cross. And the
Cross.
stone represents what? Islam, where
The
they worship that
cobblestone.
cobblestone.
Yeah, the
Hmm.
cobblestone.
So the scriptures bear record of what's going on and what we see today. That's why I wanted Sister Helen to come up here to say what she say, because she's from that area. She
And
knows her
then
stuff.
Mike, not only that, the dude that do the black to Africa videos.
Uh-huh.
Okay,
yeah, I know.
a
Yeah,
few months ago, he did an interview with the Igbo tribe, and that particular um village that he was in, they was practicing Israelites, and they have been ever since they can remember. Like they never converted to Islam, nor did they convert to
Being
Catholic.
Catholics. Mm-hmm.
So they've been practicing the same thing this whole time. And if y'all remember on um, the other brother channel, those small hats found that village.
Mm-hmm.
And when they found them, they sent one of their rabbis over there to try to convert them.
Mm-hmm.
Sure
And
did.
the elders of that tribe told him, "You ain't telling us nothing that we don't already know.
They already knew it. Yeah.
We already knew who we were." And then he asked
it's
them,
true.
"Well, I got a question. Do y'all want to remain ancient Israelites, or do y'all want to be Jews?" And they told him, "How you gonna come over here and give us an ultimatum? We
Right,
older
right.
than you. We before you.
Now you trying to teach us what we already know.
Mm,
That's what they told you.
mm,
That's amazing.
But go ahead, Sister Helen. I digress.
yeah. And my dad always said, because I used to go, well, my parents didn't want me to go to church, but I went to church anyway. So I asked them, can I go? And they said, okay, you can go. Because my mum was Muslim, my dad wasn't really into the Christianity, although he did sing, he knew his hymns and stuff like that, but he wasn't really into it. And what was I going to say? Sorry, my mind's gone blank again. Oh, my mind's gone blank. Sorry,
It sounds like
I
your
was going
dad
to
had
say
the right
something.
idea, though.
Sorry,
Definitely.
what was that?
I said it
Yeah,
sounded
yeah,
like
yeah.
your father had the right idea.
No, but he was a bit strange. Like all I know, he was a lovely man. Yeah, no, you're right. Actually, he did have the right idea. Yeah. So we just said, I said, oh, please, can I go? Can I go? Can I go to church? But I'm glad that he allowed me to go. And what was I going to say? I was going to say something, but it's gone out of my head now. Oh, ask me something else. It might come back again. I was going to say something, but I've
Take your
forgotten.
time, sister.
It's
Take
come
your
out of
time.
my
Take
head.
your time.
What was I going to say? Oh gosh. Um, this is the thing. When you have ADHD, you forget
It's all
what
right.
I was going to say. Yeah, I was going to say
Hey,
something, but it'll
we
probably
all
come
have
back to me.
ADHD. We don't feel
I
bad
think
because I
so.
forget stuff all the time.
Hmm.
Oh, yeah. What's I going to
So
say?
Sister Helen,
Hmm.
you're in the UK right now, right?
I'm living in the UK. I'm born and bred in the UK, but my parents came from Nigeria to live here. They were going to go to America, but they decided not to because they said the guns. So they got a visa here. They got it in America because my dad was a civil engineer. So, like in America, they need people like that. So he said he got it. He got the visa to go there, and then he really wanted England, and he got England because he said of the guns. That's all. Yeah, that's what I was going to say. That's what I was going to say. So my dad let me go to church anyway. So then, anyway, um, that's what I was going to say. So I was saying one time I was having a discussion with my dad, and I was saying to him, "Oh, because he was saying that Jamaicans are Yorubas." That's what he was saying. He said he was talking about slavery. So he said they were taken, and they were taken, and they are so Jamaicans are Yorubas, and then he was saying. Then I said, "So who are Igbos then?" And then he said he doesn't know, right? So anyway, so then me and my friend were having this discussion. So she was saying, "Oh, I feel sorry for those Black Americans because they don't know who they are, you know." And
Hmm.
then we were saying, like, no, as in you were taken from wherever, Africa, somewhere, and you were forced to be in America, just like some. That's what happened to Jamaicans. They were taken from Africa somewhere, like as slaves, and put in the Caribbean. So they've just dispersed everywhere. Yeah. So then
Hmm.
she was.
That's right.
So I said to my yeah, no, it's a fact. Yeah. So I said to my dad, and my dad was just saying, yeah, that's the same with Americans, like Black Americans. So I said to him, so where are they from then? So he said they could be like Yoruba, Igbo, he was thinking of all the African countries that he could think of. And so then, like, my friend was saying, well, they're just lost forever. But you guys are not lost forever. So now when I think about it, you're not lost forever because I mean, I said to him, but you don't know if you're really Nigerian because your surname is not Nigerian. Well, it doesn't sound it. It sounds Italian. I get mistaken for Italian sometimes. I've Italians coming to talk to me. White Italians coming to talk to me in Italian. I'm saying to them, I don't understand the word you're saying because of my surname, you know?
Right.
Right?
Right.
And they
So
say to
so
me, it's Italian. I say, I'm not Italian. It's not Italian. It's a Nigerian name. But I know that Italy has some influence in Nigeria. So that could be that. But I said to my dad, but you could have been brought over in slavery. You don't know if you're really Nigerian. And he said, no, but it's true. It's true. We don't. Sorry, go on.
So sister, you said something so
Mm.
profound when you were saying that you and your friend was talking about that. She said we don't know who we are, but through the spirit of the Most High, through the prophecies, we are in the diaspora thinking upon the Most High name, and that's scripture. And I'm going to bring it out. We're gonna go to not second Baruch, but Baruch chapter 2, because I got everything you saying some stuff that scriptures are popping in my mind while you're talking. So, because I want
Okay,
to show the
yeah, yeah.
brothers and sisters, I want to show the brothers and sisters that in this here in America, how we ain't even met our sister, but in spirit we resonate with her because she's a part of the same struggle.
That's right.
No, but it's true
Uh,
because, like, I have to say this, but I think sometimes, and you know, a lot of the times, Nigerians, I shouldn't really say this, but a lot of the times, like sometimes he was a bit ignorant, my dad, and I used to say, you can't say that. Because he used to say, "Oh, these Jamaicans, they came from Nigerians, but they're slaves." That's what he used to say. They're slaves. They're slaves, like, you know. And I said, "But hold on a minute. If they came, okay, so they came from Nigeria, but you're saying that they're slaves, right?" But and he used to say, "Yeah, and the way they are, they just got no manners or anything like that." And he used to say things like that. No, correct him. We used to say to him, "You can't say that. That's not their fault. The way that they are because of the." I know but he used to say things like they're slaves and they're not Nigerians. They're not. They've been taken. They were taken and they've been put in wherever it is, Caribbean, wherever it is, and they're not. They're not Nigerian. And I said, yeah, but they are. They were, but they were taken. Their ancestors were, and they were taken. So that wasn't their fault. They were stolen from their land. But sometimes some Nigerians are like that. They'll go, even I'm English, okay? And they even say to me, you can't talk the language. I can't talk the language because I wasn't spoken to in Yoruba or Hausa. I was, and I asked my dad, why didn't you speak to me in Yoruba? And he used to say to me, oh, it's because you're in England, so I have to speak to you in English. And I said to him, but I should have, because I get stick from Nigerians. Do you understand? I get stick from them. Like they say, oh, you're not Nigerian. I say to them, I am Nigerian. Oh, but you weren't born there. I get the stick all the time, kind of thing. So, like, but I said to my dad, but Jamaicans are Nigerians, but they were just taken. And it's the same with, so anyway, I said to my dad, but you know what I'm thinking? Igbos and Nigerians, sorry, Igbos and Yorubas, no, sorry, Igbos and Jamaican, I think Igbos are from, sorry, I think Jamaicans are from Igbos. And I'll tell you why. Because Igbos say unu and Jamaicans say unu. Do you understand? There's like some,
mhm.
and the reason why my dad said that Jamaicans are the same as Nigerians, because Nigerians are stubborn like Jamaicans. They are stubborn. So that's why he said, not all of them, can't say all of them, but they are like, like really like, and they argue to the extent that, which is a good thing, that they defend themselves. And that's how Yorubas are. Yorubas, you ask anybody, Yorubas are the loudest out of all the tribes. Igbos are quiet, but Yorubas, they don't take no nonsense. They don't. They will argue to the death. You,
I know some
seriously,
of them over
they
here.
will. Yeah, they will argue, and they always think they're right, and they're not always right. But they will argue
I
and
think I'm
argue
married to one that thinks
until,
it's always
yeah.
right. Hmm.
What's that?
Hmm.
Sorry, what did you say?
Yeah, I was talking about my wife. She thinks she's always right. She might be from one of them tribes over there.
She might be Yoruba. But you know what? I
Yeah,
I, I know I must say that sometimes when I look at some African Americans, I look at their features and I say, "You look like you're Yoruba," and I know that they're not. Do you understand? Do you ever get that where you look at somebody,
Mhm.
you might, I don't know, and you
You
can
know,
tell where they're
the Bible
from.
said we scattered all around.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Yeah, that's what I
true.
was about to say. And
Mhm.
then
Scattered all over the
just
place.
listening to what you're saying about your, talking about your dad and his
Yeah.
mindset toward other Israelites. That's that classism and that fascism that was handed down through the
That's
captivity.
right.
And
Yeah,
even
definitely.
though he even though him or his father, either one, may not have been in slavery, but
Mm,
that imperialism mindset was instilled in all of us. Even
of
even even
course,
over there in
definitely.
the continent, those people over there, they worship white Jesus more than the so-called African Americans do.
Mm-hmm.
They'll kill you over a
Definitely.
picture of white Jesus.
Mm-hmm.
If
So
y'all
so go
go
ahead,
ahead, brother.
Hebrew.
Well, let
Go
me.
ahead.
I want to add on to what the sister's saying. When I first got into truth, I did a study on. When you first get in, it is everything is just super intriguing. So you going further and further down the rabbit hole, seeing what fits with what. I want to add on to what the sister is saying though. It's this article. You can Google this article. It's called "How Pope Nicholas V Used the Church to start the disgraceful slave trade." I'm gonna just read I want to just read one little segment out of it, but let's just start with the Papal Bull of 1455 justified the expansion of black African slavery within early Iberian colonies and the acquisition of more African captives and territory. I'm gonna jump down to this other part where it says, while discussions about slavery often centered around European nations' wrongdoings, historians often obscure the role of the Catholic Church. The truth is, like the sound of an alarm after a long night of drinking, it may sound unpleasant, but it is essential to the move of from the drunken stupor. The Catholic Church forced their views onto African and indigenous people. There was no peaceful conversation and mending of ideological differences. Conversions by missionaries was historically violent, dehumanizing, and destabilizing for African nations. White people justified African enslavement because they did not deem non Christians worthy of respect. Colonization is the preamble to every injustice black and indigenous people experience today through white supremacy. Pope Nicholas V charged Portugal with the duty to enslave non-Christian people across the Rubicon. And that's just a
Mm,
it's this article is longer than that, but this is just brief little points
Well,
from one
Hebrew,
of the, go ahead.
Hebrew. If you look at that papal bull, um, not long before that papal bull was signed, they had cast all of the Israelites out of Spain and Portugal and took them to the island of St. Thomas in
Right?
Africa. But at the
mm,
same time, the Pope was in cahoots with the African kings,
Mm-hmm.
and they knew who we were. They knew that we wasn't their people.
They just wanted us from amongst them.
So when he signed that papal bull to round us up again for slavery, those African kings, they would pay them whatever possessions we had, right? Like
Mm-hmm.
if we've been there for 60 years or 100 years, right? We've been there 40 years. Whatever we had accumulated as far as land, gold, or anything like that, the edict was signed that said you take half of what they have for yourself. The rest of it you send back to me along with the slaves.
mm,
And we'll back you up militarily. And we'll do trades with you. Like we'll send our goods to
mm,
you, you send your goods to us. So not only
The
did
Africans
the
traded us for guns too, Hebrew. That's what it
they
was, like
did.
them
They
guns.
did,
mm,
Go
bro.
ahead.
So they kicked us out of Portugal and Spain. They kicked us out of Europe and sent us back to Africa. Then once we got there and the Papal Bull was signed, they came back in there and hunted us down. So the reason why a lot of them feel like we are beneath them is because of that.
mm,
Because if you wasn't a
yeah,
Christian, then you automatically went into slavery.
KG, get that
yes.
It's
Deuteronomy. Read me Deuteronomy 28:68. Then I'm gonna read this on the screen.
all right. Deuteronomy 28:68.
So yeah, so the backup brother Stephen about the papal, but you and brother said so the papal bull enforced by the Pope, you know what I'm saying,
Mhm.
to round us up
Mm.
through out of Africa and Spain and Portugal. We was in Spain and Portugal and Europe as well. Scattered. They rounded
But
us
you know
up,
what?
brothers and sisters.
Yeah, but you
Go
know
ahead,
what,
sis.
Mikhail? Ghana. Okay, so Ghana and Nigerians. That was once Ghanas were once Nigerians. We were both the same. Okay, and like it's the Europeans obviously cut you know, and now Ghanas and Yorubas don't like each other. They hate each other. Well, who's that? Whose fault is that? You know. But um, but Ghana. What I like about them is that they're asking for Black Americans to come back to Ghana. They're saying to them, "Come back because we
Get
want
a
you back."
return. Mm-hmm.
That's it. Yeah. Nigerians haven't done that. They're a bit stuck in their ways, but Ghanas have. That's what I like about them is that they have recognised that you guys are part of them. You are them. But Nigerians have a long way to go. But not to say that they won't change. It may do in the future. But so and there's not just them as well. I think there's other African countries that are saying for Black Americans to come back. It's not just Ghana as well. Um, so they're recognizing these countries, and it's probably biblical. I don't know, but they're recognizing that. And I think Ghana. I think one of the Ghana. I think they apologized. So they might have been Hamites as well. They might have apologized because I get a bit confused. You see, because I know that especially in Nigeria. I know that some guy done some DNA test, and and it was a black guy. He found that 99.2% of Nigerians are Hebrews, and the rest are Hamites. If you see what I mean. So,
Oh,
and I
say
would say,
that again.
yeah, it's like 99.2%. So it was quite high. It was quite high. He found that percentage was Hebrews. Like, they had the E1B1. Is it E1B1A?
Uh-huh. That's right.
Is it DNA? And they were Hebrews. And he said the rest was Hamites. So, when Ghana apologized, that might have been the Hamites that were apologizing. Do you understand? Because they apologized for the slavery that, they sold Black Americans, sorry, Africans to America. Yeah. So that might have been the Hamites that were apologizing. Do you know what I mean? But anyway, so they were saying for Black Americans to come back home. And it's not just Ghana's, it was other West African countries that were saying, come back. But I'm just wondering if it was Hamites that was apologising. Do you know what I mean? They never say, do they? They just say, oh, Ghana's saying for you to come over. But I'm just wondering. I always just wondered. Hmm. Interesting.
Well,
Hmm.
that's very intriguing what you just said. I mean,
Yeah.
they have apologized. They did it in
Mhm.
2019. So when you do 2019, and when we came over here in 1619, that's 400 years.
Hmm.
And Most High said in that prophecy, after 400 years, I'm gonna judge that nation. Look what we have going on from 2019 to where
Hmm.
we at right now. What we see, prophecies
But you
leaving
know
out
what?
the Bible.
Yeah, I was going to say, Mikhail, hold on. You just said something about he's going to judge that nation. And Nigeria, let me tell you something about Nigeria. It's rich, but it's poor, if you see what I mean. Like, they're rich in oil, and they let the British government go over there, and they changed because they do nairas, but they changed something to do with the currency, and so now it like it's a rich country. It should be rich because it has oil. They're rich for the oil, and they have lots of resources. But you see, Africa's poor because of Europeans, right? And that guy that they killed, what's his name? What's his name? The one that they killed. What was his
Oh,
name?
Gaddafi.
Is it Gaddafi? Right.
before
So
Gaddafi.
Gaddafi.
Yeah.
Gaddafi wanted to make Africa rich, bring it back up again. So he said a one currency. So they said no, they're not going to do that. So that's why they killed him, right? Because they don't
Yeah,
want Africa to prosper.
under that Gaddafi thing, what Gaddafi, like you said, you're right. He wanted to bring Africa under one
Yeah,
currency,
yeah,
right?
yeah, and
But
yeah.
he wanted to call it the United African States, like you call the United
United
States. He
States of
wanted
Africa.
the United States of Africa. Well, we have one central
Okay.
currency. You keep your customs, you keep your native languages, but we're gonna have to set. You know, he wanted to end it without borders, where trade can flow freely through the whole continent, and they can control the
Okay.
resources to
Yeah.
distribute it to the world as well. And that's why Hillary Clinton, with her riding behind, along with Barack Obama, assassinated that brother.
Yeah.
But
Mm-hmm.
yeah, what I wanted to point out, do you think the reason why Africa, well, I say Nigeria, why is it poor? Do you think it's a curse because of what they did
That's
to
the curses. That's the curses.
right? So right, okay. I always thought, I was just thinking that reason why because it should be a rich country, it should be rich. And my dad
Sister
always said
Helen,
it's poor. Yeah. Hmm?
Sister Helen, let me ask you this.
Yeah.
Now, as far as my DNA, I have a lot of DNA that come out of Nigeria, like a lot.
Hmm.
I did my DNA. Hold on one second.
Do you know what tribe? Do you know what tribe? That'd be interesting.
Hold on one second. I'll tell you. Bantu. I got I got Senegal,
Hmm.
Gambia,
Yeah, Gambia is Hebrew. Yeah. Well, they
um,
all are actually.
Guinea,
Wow. Wow.
um, Nigeria, Sierra Leone,
Mm.
Benin, Togo,
Wow. Benin. Wow.
Nigeria, Cameroon, um, Zambia, Angola.
Really? Wow.
Let me see. I can't pronounce that word. Mozambique,
Okay. Yeah. Oh, wow.
Zimbabwe,
What is that?
Malawi.
What you've got? Is that what you've got in your DNA? Not DNA,
Yes,
but your.
yes.
Really?
That's my
Wow.
DNA. I have 20%
Wow.
Nigeria, 20% Nigeria, um, 15% Mali, um, 15% Ivory Coast and Ghana, um, 10% Western Bantu, um, 8% Benin and Togo.
Wow.
That's over by by the Ivory Coast and Burkina Faso.
Wow.
Um,
Really
Burkina
eight
interesting.
Faso.
percent, 8% Cameroon, 7% Senegal,
Mm. Wow.
and 5% Central West Africa, which is over by Benin and Nigeria and um, Togo, and I have what is that? Yoruba land.
Yeah,
I have
Yoruba land. You know that's been changed so much times. That name, Yoruba land. It was
yeah, I have 2%
big
Yoruba
on.
land.
Okay, that's
Hmm.
interesting. What about you, Mikhail? What have you got? Have you got Nigerian in you? I think.
Oh, I'm straight West Coast African. You know what I'm saying? I'm Bantu all day.
but the reason why I read that, the reason why I asked is because like, okay, if my DNA is found in that many parts of Africa, right?
Wow.
which means that our ancestors, when they came down from Jerusalem in 70 AD,
Yeah.
and they came down and they were brought back from Spain, Portugal, and Europe and dumped over there on the island of Saint Saint Thomas. When they went inland, they spread everywhere. They was trying to get the hell away from that coast
Mm,
because they knew that they were coming back. They knew it, bro, and they were trying to move as far inland as they could. But those kings was rounding them up, bringing them right back to their water.
Yeah, that goes right back
mm.
what we was reading earlier. That's the
Hmm.
dragon and the serpent, or the
We could be
devil.
related. You don't know. You don't know.
We
We could
all
be related,
related.
Um,
isn't it?
We all
No, we
related.
are.
we all
No,
real.
no, we are.
I'm,
No,
I'm,
we are related. But like, like sometimes I don't know. But sometimes, like, sometimes when you've got like a connection with some certain people, and you think to yourself, sometimes I do think that. And I think, I
Have
wonder if
you ever
I'm
done your
related to that
DNA? Have
person.
you ever done yours?
No, I haven't.
Oh, okay.
But no, no, no. But with Nigerian, with tradition, they usually will talk and say that you got this in you, that in you. This, I know what I've got in me. I know what I've got. I've got Japanese in me. I've got this in me. I've got that in me. I'm not interested in that. But
Right, right.
like, so they usually say, but sometimes Nigerians don't really like to say, they're a bit embarrassed, kind of thing. But sometimes they'll say that, you know, Nigerians like to, they'll say that you've got this in you, you've got that. So I know from my mum's side, I know what, but I'm not interested in that. If you know what I mean? I mean, it's nice to know, but I'm not interested in it.
But you
But
know your daddy was an Israelite.
oh, I know definitely.
All
I
praise
know
to the Most High.
definitely. And I think my mum as
I,
well. And the reason why I say, because she was from the Hausa tribe. And like I said, I did my research because I thought that she was, I thought she wasn't. And, like, okay, a lot of these groups say it, and I don't agree with it. I don't know if you agree with it, but they say you are by what your father is. Okay. So
That's
if
what the
you're,
Bible say.
I don't agree with that. I think they're talking about tribes. I don't think they're talking about like I don't think the Bible. I think people have taken. I mean, I'm not saying that I'm right, but for me, because well, how I look at it like this, and if you're half of something, you're not the full thing. Do you understand? It's like a dog. You have okay, so if okay, I've got a dog and it's a Frenchie, right? It's a full Frenchie, right? Now you can get different types of Frenchies where it's not full, yeah, but they're still called a French. So say like if you have okay, um, yeah, let me see. Okay, so say like you've got half Alsatian and half Rottweiler. What would you call that dog then?
Hold on 1 second. Hey, one of y'all brothers pulled Numbers chapter 1 and verse 18. But in
No,
the
because if you've
scripture,
got yeah,
in
I
in
know. I'm just using
but
that as an example, but to me, that's okay. If you've got half Alsatian, half Rottweiler, what is that? Is it a Rottweiler? Is it an Alsatian? Do you know what I mean? Yeah.
but but
It's
but
not. You
based
can't say
upon
it's. Mm-hmm.
but we have to but what we have to do is go by what the word of the Most High God say, you know. And the Most High said that the
No, but
children of
remember,
Israel, the children
yeah.
of
Go on.
Israel,
Mm-hmm.
we are called by the house of our fathers. Like whatever your father is, that's what you are.
Yeah, but what
Hold
about
on.
Ishmael? Okay, hold on. What about Ishmael? What about Moses? What about Moses? Okay, Moses, he fathered Ishmael with what's her name? Hagar. But he said to Ishmael, "You're not gonna inherit the what's it?
The blessing or the covenant.
Yeah,
But
right.
that's because the Most High chose Isaac
Mm-hmm.
He chose Isaac.
Okay.
Even though
Okay.
even though we all came from Adam. We all came from Adam, but the Most High chose
Holds.
the
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
house of Israel to be his people. Read that numbers right there for me, one of y'all.
I got
That
you.
number.
Numbers 1 and 18. And they assembled all the congregation together on the first day of the second month.
Okay,
And
hold right
they
there. Hold right
okay,
there. So what's going on right here is
assembly.
they assembling themselves together before the Most High. The Most High ordained them to bring all of the houses together, to bring all of the men together. Read, E.
Okay.
Go ahead, E.
He froze.
Can one of y'all brother pull that script for me?
Gotcha. It was Numbers. Say it
Numbers
again.
chapter 1 and verse 18.
Check. Say it.
And but sister Helen, I understand what you're saying, but
Mm.
where and a lot of people say that, but based up on the word of the Most High God, and that's what we have to follow.
Mhm.
You,
Okay.
and when it comes down to blood anyway, the blood comes from the
Mm.
Father.
Okay.
Like
You know what? You
the
might actually be right, and I'll
yeah the
say I
the
get what you're
child is
saying,
gonna.
but maybe
That's why when they do a
because you know.
blood, when they want to see if that father is the child of that baby, that's why they do a blood test because the blood comes from the father. Read that, Hebrew.
Mm.
Numbers chapter 1, verse 18. And they assembled all the congregation together on the first day of the second month, and they declared their pedigrees after their families, by the house of
Mm.
their fathers.
See,
Go ahead.
see, that's how the Most High
No,
ordained.
but no. What I'm trying to say is, don't you think that they was talking about the Israelites, not the other nations? Do you
Well, the Most
understand?
High, the Most High don't even deal with the other nations. So
Exactly, exactly.
right,
So then,
right,
if he
right.
doesn't deal with them, then why is it that, okay, if you get someone who's not Israelite and the father, say the mother's not, sorry, the mother's not Israelite, but the father's Israelite, why are we still taking the father's side? It should not be taking anything. Do you understand
That,
what I'm saying? Because
but
he
but if
was
we
just
did
talking
that,
about the Israelites.
but if
He
we
was just
did
talking about,
that,
gone,
but
gone.
but if we did that,
Mm,
if we went by that rule, then the house of Israel wouldn't even be here because Moses he married a Hamite woman. You know what I'm saying?
mm,
Like, but
yeah.
because the men were Israelites, their children are Israelites. The pedigree of the mother doesn't matter according to the Most High God. Now according to the world, there's another definition, but according to the Most High God, so be the father, so be the child. If that father is an Israelite, then that child is an
Um,
Israelite. But if an Israelite woman have children with another nation of men, whoever that father is, that child is whatever that father is.
That's why it
Yeah.
also it corresponds with the other nations. Even though he was talking to Israel, it corresponds with the other nations because if it wasn't for that same way how brother Stefan just said it, you wouldn't be able to tell who is who, especially like when it came down to identifying who the enemy is. And brother Michael said his one first connection is it had died on him. He backstage. He waiting for you to put him back in.
Oh, he backstage. Okay, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry about that, Hebrew. I ain't see you.
But yeah, sis, that's and I'm glad that conversation came up because I'm glad that I was able to bring that out for you because that's something that we need to know, you know, because
The
okay.
synagogue of
whenever
Satan goes by the mother. They go by their mother. They don't.
yeah,
Oh,
the
yeah.
small hats do.
You see,
Mm,
right here on this screen where it say numbers in 1 and 18. by the house of their fathers, according to the number of the names, which were what? The 12 tribes, from 20 years old and upward, by their polls. So, by their rank. So
And
you see,
precept
so
that was
it go
Sirach 26 and 21, Hebrew.
26 and
Sirach
21.
26
Somebody
and
get that.
21.
You know what? Right, I do. You know, like in the Yoruba culture, you may. I mean, it's you're probably right what you're saying. I know you're getting off the scripture as well, but you might be right because, like, I know in the Yoruba culture that you know the father carries more weight. So, like, okay, so like I said to you, my mum was Muslim and my dad Christian. He didn't go to church or anything like that, but he went when he fancied it. But
And that's the reason why your mom took on your father's religion.
and also no, she didn't do it straight away because she was told by her parents, "Don't marry him because he's a Christian.
Mm-hmm.
Marry someone who's a Muslim." And
Mm-hmm.
um, he did, and it didn't work out. So she married my dad. So, but in Yoruba, I know the Yoruba. I just know Yoruba. I don't know the others, but I know that it does the men. It does carry weight, as in. So he was able to dictate that we are raised as Christians, if you see what I mean, his children,
Yeah,
because
because if
he
you
could have
look
said,
if you look through the entire Torah, the
yeah,
Most High deals with the man. You know,
yeah,
he deals with men. Now we had some very significant sisters in the scriptures that were
mm,
great, powerful sisters, but the Most High dealt with the men, and that's the reason why your pedigree is
yeah,
chosen by the house of your father. But the world would have us to believe that it's chosen by your mother, and that's the reason why the world is the way it is now. They have taken the men out
mm,
of the home and made the women be the fathers. But
yeah,
you look at how the world turned upside down because of that.
Hey, what
that's
Because we
true.
Ecclesiastes
got
what
away.
Hebrew?
Mm,
Um,
What you,
Sirach 26 and 21.
Hold on, I got it right here, Hebrew. Um, 26 and 1,
26 and 21.
21?
21. Okay. So thy race which thou leavest shall be magnified, having the confidence of their good, decent, having the confidence of their goods decent. I read that right up. Is that what you was looking for, Hebrew?
Keep reading.
And harlot shall be accounted as spittle, but a married woman is a tower against death to her husband.
That's right. Because that man is the one that dictates the pedigree of the children. And it's that way all through the scriptures, according to the Most High God.
mm.
Hmm.
And you are, no, I can see what you're saying, and according to scripture, it sounds right. Um, like I said, like the Yoruba males, they sort of like run the household, if you see what I mean, kind of thing, because that's their duty. So, like, I could have been Muslim, but my dad, who's Christian, said he could have said to my mum, no, we can be Muslims, but he didn't because he knew that because he's a Christian, it has to be Christian. So, and they do say that they find that in Yoruba culture, the males always kind of dominate, as in religion wise, if you see what I mean. Like,
Yeah,
so
that's the
whatever
reason
your
why the
mother is,
woman, when you
yeah,
get married, the woman
yeah,
and the children take the
mm,
name of the man.
yeah, you're right. No, I get it. Yeah. But I still have to, like, I respect what you're saying and I respect the Bible. I just have to look at the scripture. But I see what
All
you're
praise.
saying. I'm
All
not gonna
praise.
argue with it. Yeah.
Hey,
No, 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 no. We're not
let's
gonna
get
argue about it.
let's get that Ezra. Uh, Get me Ezra out of the Bible, out of the King James 66. Ezra chapter 9, Hebrew.
All right. Give me a second. Where you at?
And
Is
read 1 and 2.
you said Ezra chapter 9?
Yeah, we're gonna read 1 and 2.
And yeah, then after that Hebrew, we need to get ready to. We've been up here what 3.5 hours?
Yeah, been in the
All right,
spirit, man. Give me the numbers again, Ezra. What, brother? I'm in Ezra right now.
Ezra. Yeah, Ezra chapter 9, 1 and 2.
Ezra 9, 1 and 2. Okay. Ezra chapter 9, verse 1. Now when these things were done, the princes came to me, saying, the people of Israel and the priests and the Levites have not separated themselves from the people of the lands, doing according to their abominations, even of the Canaanites, the Hittites, the Perizzites, the Jebusites, the Ammonites, the Moabites, the Egyptians, and the Amorites. For they have taken of their
Stop right
daughters
there.
for. Go ahead.
Stop, stop right there. So we see that the people of Israel and the priests and the Levites have not meaning at that time, during the time of Ezra, sister, they was taking on strange wives. They weren't taking on the
Yeah.
wives of the house of Israel. Now listen to what happened right here in verse 2. Go ahead.
For they have taken of their daughters for themselves and for their sons, that the whole so that the holy seed have mingled themselves with people of those lands. Yea, the hand of the princes and rulers have been chief in this trespass.
So they being chief in that. So we can't mix the holy seed, brothers and sisters, so that the holy seed have mingled themselves with the people of those lands. So when they did this act, what did the Most High do? Did He tell the women to separate themselves, or did He tell the men to
Mm-hmm.
show you that He dealing with the men because we carry the holy seed? Read.
Yeah,
Okay,
the
bro. Skip
members.
down.
Yeah.
All right, skip down, Hebrew. Skip down and read. Start at verse 10. Start at verse 10. And look what happened. Look what happened because of this act. Verse 10. Go read 10 on down.
Ezra chapter 9, verse 10. And now, O our God, what shall we say after this? For we have forsaken thy commandments, which thou
So
hast
in the commandments, they forsaken. We ain't supposed to marry the women of the other nations, even as
verse
it is to this day. Verse 10. I
You're
mean
not
verse 11.
supposed to. You're not. Hold on. You're not supposed to
Right.
marry them.
But look, uh-huh. So why? Well, we got to protect the holy seed. So I'm just showing you how the Most High separated this thing, how he had to remove the men of Israel from these strange women. Go ahead. Go ahead. Verse 11, Hebrew.
verse 11, which thou hast commanded by thy servants, thy prophets, saying, the land unto which ye go to possess it, it is unclean land, is an unclean land with the filthiness of the people of the lands, with their abominations, which have filled it from one end to another with their uncleanness. Verse 12. Now therefore give not your daughters unto their sons, neither take their daughters unto your sons, nor seek their peace or their wealth forever, that ye may be strong, and eat the good of the land, and leave it for an inheritance to your children forever.
Start
13.
right there, Hebrew.
Okay.
Start right there. So now, therefore, give not your what? Your daughters unto their sons. Why? Because that dilutes the bloodline. That's taken away from
Oh.
the holy seed. You see what I'm
Oh, I
saying?
get it. Yeah. 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 No, I get it. The daughter. Okay. No, I get it. Definitely.
And
All right, Hebrew.
also Mike,
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead, Hebrew.
another precept, Hebrew is whenever Jacob and Esau was born, Esau started marrying into the other nations of women. But
Right.
what did Isaac and his mother tell Jacob? You go down into the land of your mother's father, because they were Israelites. And Jacob went down and got Leah and Rachel, and he married them. Those was his uncles. Those was his first cousins. That was his mother's brother's daughters. And because of that, he was blessed with the opportunity to bring about the 12 tribes because he was obedient and kept his Israelite bloodline with an Israelite woman. The Most High blessed him with the opportunity to be the progenitor of the 12 tribes of Israel.
That's
Mm.
right, Hebrew. That's right. So now let's see what the Most High did. We just two more verses, and I'm gonna cut it loose. Go to Ezra's chapter 10, young Gunner, and read
Mhm.
10 and 11.
Ezra chapter 10, verse 10. And Ezra the priest stood up and said unto them, Ye have transgressed and have taken strange wives to increase the trespass of Israel. Verse
In
11.
idolatry, in what? Abominations and idolatry, paganism. That's what's going on with these strange wives. Look at Solomon. Go ahead,
Mm-hmm.
verse 11.
Now therefore make confession unto the Lord God of your fathers, and do his pleasure, and separate yourselves from the people of the land and from the strange wives.
So he told the men of Israel, you separate yourself from these strange wives and you get with the daughters of Zion so I can make a full, so we can protect the holy seed and make a full bloodline. I don't want no half bloodline. I want a full bloodline.
Mm.
And
You see
Ezra
that,
made
sis?
those men do away with their wives and their children.
That's right. We can read that in the same chapter, Hebrew.
Yeah, yeah, he did that.
So if you
And
skip down, young Gunner, read.
that was a hard thing to do.
So yeah, so let's skip down and read 16 through 19 Hebrew.
Ezra chapter 10, verse 16. And the children of the captivity did so, and Ezra the priest with certain chief of the fathers, after the house of their fathers, and all of them by their names, were separated, and sat down in the first day of the 10th month to examine the matter. Verse 17. And they made an end with all the men that had taken strange wives by the first day of the first month. Verse 18. And among the sons of the priests there were found that had taken strange wives, namely of the sons of Jeshua, the son of Josedek, and his brethren, Mezaziah, and Eleazar, and Jerib, and Gedaliah. Or maybe it's Gedaliah.
It's
Let me
got a
see.
liar.
Yeah, Gedaliah.
Yeah, get a liar.
Keep reading.
And last verse. Yeah, last verse, 19.
19. And they gave their hands that they would put away their wives, and being guilty, they offered a ram of the flock for their trespass.
So you see that they put away the wives and them strange children. Why? Because this is what a diluted bloodline. The Most High don't want no halves. This is why when he come back, the prophecy have is in Zechariah. He or is it Malachi? It's one of those. He
He
said he
gonna
was going to
purify our blood.
cleanse our blood, get rid of those impurities of race mixing. We're gonna be
Yeah.
a full bloodline.
Hmm.
Mm.
So I
Because
yield right there, young.
because like you were saying, Sister Helen,
Mm.
through slavery, um, there was a lot of intermixing and
Yeah.
a lot of raping and stuff going on.
Yeah.
But in order to keep his holy seed, you know, and to keep the
Mm.
house of Israel from disappearing from the face of the earth, the Most High had to um, call the pedigree of the children by the house of their fathers, because if not, you know, any little tainting would have did away with the whole house of Israel. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, I understand it. Yeah. At first, before, like, I was like, I was like, didn't agree with it. I couldn't see, but because you've explained it and you've read out the scriptures and it makes sense. But some people are still saying that, if you're half of if your father's Hebrew Israelite and your mum's not, then you're not. You know what I mean? You're not. But I can see. I'm going to go over those scriptures again, but I can see what you've read out, and I was reading it as well. It makes sense. It does. I'm not just saying it. If I didn't agree with it, I would say to you, I don't agree with it.
Well, all
I
praise to the
do.
Most High. If they
Yeah.
ever say that to you again, you tell them I'm a whole Hebrew. I'm a whole Hebrew.
No,
I
because
ain't
you know
had
why?
it.
No, because I was thinking to myself, because when you guys were saying that it's if your father's, you know, Hebrew and your mum's not, and at the time I was thinking, oh, well, my mum's Hausa. So, and at the time I hadn't done my sick research. I still had like, I was thinking, well, I can't be. So I have to tell you guys that I'm not, so I can't come on your channel. You know what I
Sister
mean?
Helen, we gonna do you a solid on another lesson. We're gonna go into the adoption because if you notice when when Jacob got with those
Mm,
other Israelite sisters,
Mm-hmm.
they wasn't full
mm,
Israelites. You see what
Mm-mm.
I'm saying? We came in through the
yeah,
adoption when we got called the house of Israel through the adoption when Jacob's name was changed to what? Israel. We was
Mm-hmm.
adopted into the Most
mm.
High's family. But we'll do a lesson on that to further explain, and
But I
it's in the
still
New
have
Testament
to,
as
But
well.
hey, but
yeah, but
Mike,
I still,
I think that her daddy and the mama and the daddy of Leah and Rebecca, I think they were full Israelites. The mama
yeah,
and the
but
daddy.
That's still gonna be another lesson though. She just gave us a good topic.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. That's a great lesson.
We need to expound
but
on that.
I still, for myself, like 100%, I still want to find out, the Hausa tribe, where they're from, because they have travelled. Like I said, they were living like in, and like I said, like some people said that they were from Moses's. When they dispersed the Hebrew
Mhm.
Israelites. Okay, so, but I want to find out where they're from. Do you understand? Because they're not, well, they weren't originally in Nigeria. This is the thing. And when they go to Nigeria, and the Fulanis also, the Nigerians say to them, "You're not Nigerian, you're not West African."
Mhm.
You understand? Because
Right, right.
Fulanis and Hausas have Arabs. They have Arab bloodline. You understand? And I know what you're saying, but for me, I want to be full Hebrew Israel. I don't want to be, oh, because my father is. Do you know what I mean? I
Well,
want to be
that'll
full.
come that'll come when we cross under the bond of the covenant, and
Mhm.
we
Yeah.
get together with it. That's gonna come when he cleans our blood. But right now, us being conscious, knowing that we are from the house of Israel,
Mhm.
Mhm.
that says a lot in this hour.
That's comforting.
Because you got to look. It's confidence. It gives us confidence. That's
Mhm.
right,
But
Hebrew.
Sister Helen, I want to tell you this though. It
Mm.
is a blessing that you can trace your ancestry back that far. Because we can't.
Mhm.
Yeah, I
You know what I'm
know.
saying? Like
Yeah,
at
yeah.
least at least you got a starting point. And there's nothing wrong with you wanting to know. Like it ain't nothing wrong with that.
Mm.
Like search it out, sis. I mean, search that
Mm.
thing out and do your due diligence. And it's a blessing. When I tell you it's a blessing from the Most High to at least have that information that
Mhm.
you can go back to the land with, like we can't even do that.
Mhm.
Um, mm,
So that's a blessing. You
Not to
should be.
mention that the fact that she knows she's an Israelite based on her father, but she wants to. She would also like to know exactly the faith of her mother. That's
That's
another
right.
thing. You see what I'm
That's
saying?
right.
mm,
That's right. So it ain't nothing wrong with you searching that out, sis.
Mhm.
You do that, cause that's the whole purpose of me when I got the DNA because I can only trace my ancestry back to my grandfather. I can't even really go back to my great
mm.
grandfather,
Oh,
and that's the honest to God truth. So man, that's a blessing.
mm,
That's
I,
something to
I
be
want
thankful
to end
for.
on these scriptures, brothers. I want to end on these scriptures to show how the prophecy of us coming together here in America, in the diaspora, communicating with our sister over in the
Mhm.
UK.
mm,
Come on.
You get what I'm saying? I want to show
Mm-hmm.
this prophecy. So KG, Young Spitter, I need you to give me Deuteronomy 28:68. Then I'm gonna go in this second Baruch. I mean not second Baruch, Baruch chapter 2, 28 through the last verse of this chapter in chapter 2. So we're gonna start at Baruch chapter 2,
And
verse
then
28. But
and
first,
then Mike,
Young
we
Spitter gonna
ending it. We ending it after that, Mike.
Yeah.
that's what I said.
Oh
We
my,
gonna end it.
Oh, oh,
he did.
okay.
You said Deuteronomy 28:68.
Yes, sir.
All right.
No, y'all. I know my brother. I know my brother, y'all.
I know you know
I know my brother now.
him. I know you know him. Gonna put it. Let it be known.
Deuteronomy chapter
y'all been on me. Yeah, Deuteronomy 28:68, Young Spitter.
Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships, by the way whereof I spake unto thee. Thou shalt see it no more again. And there ye shall be sold unto your enemies for
Bond
bondmen
men
and
and bond
Bond
bondwomen,
women,
women.
and no
and no
man shall
man
buy
shall
you.
Shall
buy
buy
thee.
you.
So here we are scattered, yet in these last days, coming back into the
Mm-hmm.
knowledge of the Most High, into
Mm-hmm.
these scriptures and these prophecies, leaping off the page as I speak, because we speaking with a sister from the UK whose roots go right back to the what? Africa, to the Israelite tribes that are scattered abroad there as well, through the four corners of the
Mm-hmm.
earth. So don't you see what Christ was talking about?
He
So
waking us up,
Mm-hmm.
Hebrew.
Baruch chapter
Waking us up.
Baruch, now listen to this. Here go the wake up call. Baruch chapter 2, verse 28. As thou spakest by thy servant Moses in the day when thou didst command him to write the law before the children of Israel, saying, if you will not hear my voice, surely this great multitude shall be turned into a small number among the nations, where I will
We'll
scatter them.
scatter
How was
them.
they scattered?
Mm-hmm.
How were they scattered? Through
And
slave ships.
cargo
Mm-hmm.
slave ship.
For I knew, for I knew that they
Mm-hmm.
would not hear me, because it is a stiff-necked
Stiff
people.
naked people.
But in the land of their captivities, they shall
They shall
remember
remember
themselves
themselves. All
and shall
praise.
Remember
know
Mm-hmm.
themselves.
that they shall know that I am the Lord their God. For I will give them a heart and ears to
Ears
hear,
to hear.
and they shall praise me in the land of their captivity, and think upon my name, and return from their stiff neck and from their wicked deeds. For they shall remember the way of their fathers, which sinned before the Lord. Did we read Ezra how we read about our forefathers sinning before the Lord with them strange wives?
That's right.
Ain't this
Mm-hmm.
lesson about idolatry? Who went in idolatry? Solomon. And our
So did.
forefathers went into idolatry. We read
That's
about it.
right.
And we
That's
turn
right.
it and we turn it ourselves back to the holiness. From wickedness, going back to holiness, following the most high laws, statutes, and commandments. All right, verse 34. And I will bring them again into the land which I promised with an oath unto their fathers, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, and they shall be lords of it, and I will increase them, and they shall not be diminished. And I will make an everlasting covenant with them to be their God, and they shall be my people, and I will no more drive my people of Israel out of the land that I have given them.
Guys, I'm going to
Hey,
save this question to next time, but I'm going to ask you next time in regards to what you've just read there about drive. I'm going to ask you the next time because I think now you need to. Thank you so much, but I'm going to write it down so I don't forget.
no, no, no.
And I'm
Write it
going to
We
down.
ask
got
you that
time for your
question.
question. We got time for your question, sis.
Okay, quickly. I'll do it quick. Okay, Africa. A lot of people are saying, and you got that Ronald. What's his name? Oh, what's his name? Ronald guy, black
Ronald
guy, and
Reagan.
he's
Ronald Reagan,
saying, no,
No.
no, not
She
Ronald
said black
Reagan,
guy.
Donald. I don't know. I can't remember his name,
Ronald Dalton,
but
Ron Dalton.
Ron
that's it. That's
Dalton.
the one.
Ron
Yeah.
Dalton.
So he's saying going to Africa because for me, this is what I believe. I believe that Africa might be Israel, and the reason why I say that because it has a lot of resources, and it has a lot of resources where all these European countries come and take it, and you know, China and all these other countries take the Africa's resources because they have a lot. And what I'm saying is that do you believe that Africa is the promised land? No, because it was once
Yes.
called. It was once called. What was it called? Oh gosh, was it? 'Cause they kept changing it and then splitting it up. You know, Africa. But it was called oh crikey, what was it called? Judah. That's it, Judah. It was once called Judah, wasn't it?
It was.
So I'm
It
wondering,
was.
yeah, you know, it was once called Judah, and they kept on, then they kept, you know, splitting it up into different. Like I said to you, that Ghana's are Nigerians, and then Europeans, obviously, or you know, nations splitting it up, and that's why you got Ghana, and Nigeria. But we were the same people, and Igbos apparently were the same as Yorubas. We were together, and then they were split. The tribes were split, right?
But
So,
definitely a part
do
of it.
you
A
think
part of it is the promised land.
Mm-hmm.
that's right? So, I don't
And he
want to
said
stay in.
our borders was gonna extend beyond the rivers of Ethiopia. So that's
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And the
Africa
great
Okay.
river and the great
Mm-hmm.
and the
river,
great
Euphrates.
and
Mm-hmm.
the great. Yeah.
Right.
So
Right.
yeah,
Because
Africa
what?
is ours.
Yeah. But why I'm saying this is because a lot of people, a lot of our people, sorry, want to go, and they are going already. They've made you know, they're moving to Africa. Some of them are gone. I myself would like to go permanently. I don't want to go to Nigeria. It's a bit rough out there. I'm sorry. I don't, you know, I've got family there, but I don't want to go there. I don't want to go there. You know, it's a bit rough. You know, like you know, but um, so I've made my decision that I want to go to Africa. I'm going to go permanently, and that's what I'm doing. But I'm not going to go with that Ronald, whatever his name, guy. Right? But and there's another two people who are in I think Tunisia. They're two lovely Hebrew people. I can't remember their name, but they're really lovely, and they're in Africa at the moment, and they're saying that Americans come to um you know Africa, you know wherever you know whatever part of Africa you can come to, search it out, you know, come to Africa, and then you got this British guy. Well, actually, he's
Hey,
not British. Well,
I don't
he's a
mean to
black
cut you
guy.
off. I don't mean to cut you off, sis, but I got a
We
brother that
need to
has
go. I know. All right then,
no, he
sweetie.
has no,
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 he's
no, no,
Hispanic.
no. I got a brother that has ties in Africa, and there's a guy from here, from America, that went over there, and he
Hmm.
was inviting people over there, and he was saying that you can buy land,
Exactly.
and I'm only
You
telling you
can.
this for
Yeah.
you to have a heads up on this.
Oh, thank you.
He was
Oh,
stealing money. He was stealing money.
all right.
He was telling people that they were owning the land, but he was only leasing the land from the government because they won't sell land to America. But he was
Oh,
telling
really?
Americans that when they got there, when they gave him the money, that they owned that land, but he was only leasing it. Now, I'm
Oh
not saying that the
no.
people that you talking to are doing that, but there are people that's from America that's over there that is doing that.
No, no. I'm not talking to anyone. I was just like I've watched videos, and I'm just seeing.
Yeah.
But
Mm-hmm.
before, you know, like I've had this in my head to go over for good, you know, like just go there and live there. Not there, but you know, somewhere in Africa. I don't want to be here because of, you know, I don't like working here and discrimination and all that. So why don't I go
You
and
ain't
work with
doing nothing
people?
wrong.
What's that?
No, no,
I said
no. I'm not
you,
trying to discourage you at all.
yeah,
Just do
you
your
you
due
ain't doing
diligence
nothing
and
wrong. Mm-hmm.
yeah, do your due diligence and do your proper research and just don't let nobody take advantage of you. Cause
Definitely.
yeah, yeah. Just make sure you're on top of that. That's all. You can find you a good spot over there. It's some great places in the continent over there.
Yeah, I'm gonna get myself sorted out financially and stuff. But anyway, I'm gonna let you guys go. Thank you so much. It was so nice to talk to you, to be on the panel. Really nice. And hopefully we can do that again.
All praise 'em.
All
Yeah,
praise.
all praise it.
Thank
We
you.
appreciate
Yeah.
you.
Sorry.
That's right, sis. We
Yeah.
appreciate you. We appreciate you coming on.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, and I appreciate you listening and um, like sort of like educating me to about the father sort of thing.
You
So,
educated us as well, though.
thank
Oh
you.
yeah,
You're welcome.
we learn from our brothers and sisters. We not up here to be arrogant or like we know it all. We learn. We when we read those comments, we be learning some things like, hey, I didn't know that. That's why I wanted you to come
Mm,
up here.
yeah. One thing I have to say I like about your channel is that you invite people from the chat to come up, and I like that. That's really good because others don't.
You know,
Sit there talking to you and you're thinking, but no, but it's nice that you've given, you give people the opportunity to come up and talk, and I really like that. So thank you for that. And I'm going to leave you to get on because you've got your families to, tend to. And I thank you so much for having me.
Hey, sis, and we're gonna also be in prayer, um, and pray that the Most High, keep you covered as far as your health
Thank you.
wise,
Thank
and
you.
we just pray the Most High blessings over your health and
Oh yeah, please. Yeah, thank you so much. I just want to be. I don't know if I can be cured from it, but I've got type 1 and type 2. I mean, imagine having both of them. Oh,
yeah, you can be cured from it.
take
You got to watch
injections.
your diet.
Yep.
No, I
And
have to take. I have to take injections, 3 in my stomach and 1 in my leg every day.
Right. Yeah, you take your injections, but you got to watch what you're eating.
I
You got to.
know.
I don't know what your weight is, but it's to
No,
do with
I'm not
it's
fit.
with with African
No,
Americans over here.
I'm. I know they're
Our
big. I know they're
diabetes.
big. Have you got
Yeah,
diabetes?
our diabetes over here is triggered with rate. We are overweight.
No, but I'm not
Mhm.
overweight.
But
That's the thing, and that's why people can't believe that I'm diabetic because I'm slim.
right.
That's
See,
why the Most High set these dietary laws in front of us. We got to stick to
But there are herbs that you can examine, and I think a couple of the other people in the chat might have left you some different solutions you could
them. They
follow
did.
too.
They
and,
did.
and
They
what's
left
the
some
what's the
tips for us.
brother name,
Oh,
Mike? What's the brother name? Mike, what's his name, bro?
Yaki,
The brother that be give
Yaki.
Yakif. Yeah, sis, you need to look up Yakif, sis.
okay, I will. Thank you.
We'll have to put the link in the chat. We'll have to get
Hmm.
Yakif's link
Oh,
and put it in the
Cortez has
chat.
done it. Thank you, Cortez. Thank you.
Okay, all
I
praise,
will look.
all praise.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
Spirit and Truth TV. If you go back in the chat and scroll up read those messages. Spirit and Truth TV put a remedy in there for you. She's into
Oh, thank
herbs and stuff
you.
like that as well.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, Spirit and Truth. Thank you so much. Oh, God bless you. God bless all of you. Thank you. Such lovely people.
Well, all praise to the Most High. Well,
And Tuvi
with that
said
being said,
when you dealing with
That's what I
Yaki,
was
don't
laughing at.
follow.
That's what I was laughing at, man.
Yeah. He said, don't follow his biblical doctrine, please. Just look up his herbs only. That he's very good with his herbs. But do not follow his doctrine because he's all over the place right now.
hey, like they said about the Pharisees and the Sadducees. What Christ say? Do what they say,
Don't
but
do
don't
what
do
they
what
do.
they do.
Hmm.
Okay.
Hey, that's a
Oh
good
All
man.
counsel
praise.
there,
All
Hebrew.
praise. Hmm.
Well, all right, family. We're gonna get off of here. I'm gonna give my brothers the last word. I love y'all. We enjoyed it. We're gonna come with what you say he call that? Moral what? More selective morals.
Selective morality.
Yeah, selective morality.
Selective more
Hmm.
selective
It's on
morality.
the way.
Tuvi, we gonna give you a call after the lesson, after we sign off here with the brethren. So you said you want to be on that. All praise to the most
Hmm.
high, and I'm done.
Hmm.
Y'all go ahead. Y'all got your last words.
Man, I just want to say I appreciated everybody. I definitely appreciated the sister for coming on, bro. I really appreciate the comments, man. It's enlightening. I want to say that this was a real good topic. I knew it was when I heard about us doing it, and it just the camaraderie. I appreciate y'all, everybody on the panel. I want to let y'all know I appreciate y'all, bro. And man, it was just on fire tonight, man. We had some fireworks in here while they had fireworks out there, bro. You know what I'm saying? All praise, you know what I'm saying? Come
All
Yeshawala.
praise. Oh, praise. Well, I just want to say thank y'all for everybody that attended and listened to my first class. I guess we're gonna chalk this up as a huge success. But I just want to appreciate the opportunity to, just to be amongst like-minded people. So for everybody that was in the chat, for my brothers that's on stage, I appreciate y'all greatly. And Most High Christ bless to all y'all.
All praise. Mike, you want to do the shout outs before we log off, Hebrew?
Oh man, they deserve it. They deserve it tonight.
Hey, I'm gonna let E do the shout out for me. You don't mind, E.
Can he see the chat?
Yeah, I'm
he can
looking
see
at the chat, but you more familiar with the names, bro. I'm gonna butcher the names, bro. Go ahead.
All right. I'm gonna do my best. We got Sister Kalia in the building. We got Tuvaya in the building. Hallelujah. We got MC to the X Project in the building. We got Brother Cortez in the building. Our beloved brother. We're gonna get you on the line on the back of the scenes, bro. We got Sister Cindy Carr. Sister Cindy Carr, she was in Africa. I don't know if she back on the stateside, but she was over there. Hallelujah. We got ooh, Lord have mercy, boy. Y'all was in here tonight. Sister Chim in the building. She's from Colorado. Hallelujah. See, we got Yisrael in the building. If I said your name wrong, sis, forgive me. Dwayne Williams in the building, our beloved brother. Shalom, Hebrew. Shalom. We have Sister Brenda Hill in the building. Shalom, sis. We have Spirit and Truth TV from Troy, Alabama. Our beloved sister. Oh, Mikael. All right,
in the building. She in the building.
She in the building. Who else we got up in here? If I forget somebody, please forgive me. I'm trying to get everybody I can see. Sister Helen. She was on the screen with us. She was up here chopping it up with her brethren from the stateside. Hallelujah, sis. We appreciate your wisdom and understanding and giving us the understanding. Yes, sir. We got oh man. Y'all, they so many comments in here. Look here. Everybody that was in here, hallelujah. We glad you was in here. Shalom, 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 shalom. We love you. Brother Stephen, take it away.
All praise to the Most High. Hey man, I just want to say I appreciate Sister Helen coming on the panel, man. It ain't easy to get in front of a lot of people and talk. Man, I just say I pray that the Most High heal that sister, man. The sister got a beautiful spirit, you know. And also I love to hear her talk because I love her accent. The sister's always welcome, man. To all the brothers on the panel, y'all brothers know, man, I ain't got number love for y'all, brews. To my brother Cortez in the chat, love you too, Hebrew. I just thank the Most High for another opportunity, man, to share his word. And I also pray that the Most High will continue to give us humility and to keep giving us his wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. I want to say shalom to the elders in Memphis. And all praise to the Most High for the word. Thank him for his son, Yeshua HaMashiach, who died for the house of Israel. And until we do it again, I bid y'all a shalom.
A lot of people got the Messiah, the Master coming back as this guy who's going to love everybody and rapture everybody off to heaven. That's not true. That's not the teaching of the Bible. The Bible says, that he does judge and make work.
All praises to the Father and His Son, the creator of the universe. Yeah, the giver of the laws and commandments, crucified for the sins of the whole earth. But y'all don't pay him no mind, y'all don't pay him no homage. I ain't tripping on him, y'all don't love him. Y'all too busy worshiping other guys, Christmas, Easter, Valentine, yeah, y'all love sin. And these taxes ain't no help, they done closed up the doors to the kingdom. Matthew 23 and 13, tell me y'all some hypocrites, y'all ain't even getting in the kingdom. And that's real, I've been walking with the word, trying to get to know the word. Another word, I've been reading script. I come to find out, it's a different story when you understand the manuscript. It is false doctrines, all lies. Like going to heaven when we die. What else? like eating catfish and pork rinds. That's abomination in the Lord's eyes. You gotta unlearn and relearn everything that you did learn about the Most High God of these scriptures, and you better do it before he return. Cause he ain't coming back to shake hands, nah, kissing and hugging. No, he coming back to set the record straight. Come on, he coming back to pass judgment. Yeah, cause he ain't coming back to shake hands. He ain't kissing and hugging. No, he coming back to clear the controversy. He coming back to pass judgment. 7 trumpets, 7 vows. Right after Jacob see his trouble, it's coming. He said the whole world gon' bow. Whether you hate him or you love him, it's coming. Got a war, you ain't keeping his commandments, you gon' perish when he come back with his army and the sword. Judgment has been handed down to him from the Father, and the title has been given Lord of all lords. You've been worshiping in vain though, cause you don't really know him like you claim so. At the day of judgment, he gon' tell you he don't know you either. And to the liquor fires, where you gon' go? All you heathens and you Edomites. Yeah, Babylon gon' die that night. Talk a takeover, full overthrow. The man of sin, he gon' burn slow. What you know about blood up to the horse's bridle? He gon' call all the fowls of the earth to come feast on the dead bodies, laying every word. You can read it, you been sinning, you ain't gon' be spared. I've been reading, you should get prepared. Yeah, I've been reading, baby, you should be scared. If you thinking the Messiah is a white boy with blue eyes and blonde hair, that's deception at its highest. He gon' judge you with the highest when you kick against the laws and the commandments. That's the covenant, I'm standing on it. 10 toes down, and no use in playing on it. You gotta unlearn and relearn everything that you did learn about the Most High God of these scriptures, and you better do it before he return.